Anyways, Kaufman, did you see MJF and Seth Rollins meet up today?
They did?
Yeah,
For
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I
God,
I
I'm
I
so
hadn't
not
seen it
even.
yet. I just saw the thumbnails.
You want to talk about something I really don't give a shit about other than the Super Bowl? Let's
Anthony.
talk about Austin Aries.
Yeah, we got TNA Unbreakable for y'all this week. We got Darrell, Cheeseman, and Anthony, the regular crew, and oh yeah, I'm Chris, by the way, too, here on the Drop Toe Hold. Darrell's a bit under the weather, so we're gonna try to
I want to
keep
power through this.
things. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep things brisk today. It sucks that
I can't keep my right eye open, so if it looks like I'm winking at you, it's my allergies. It's not. I'm not winking at you.
It's your pure rage at the state of society today. It's just keeping you unhinged.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Your
It's not
allergies
that I
flare up.
totally that
There
I
you
had
go.
itchy eyes and now my eye is all dead.
Cheeseman, what keeps you up at night?
Existential
than-
dread.
What kind though? You
Type
can't be that
shit.
vague about it.
Nah, type shit.
As soon as I
Hell
close
yeah.
my eyes, the first thing I think of is, well, what happens when this all comes to an end? And then
Yeah, I
I stay
thought
up for
about that
3
too,
hours.
nothing.
Type
Nothing.
shit.
But the sooner you embrace nothing, the quicker you go to sleep. That's what I do.
No, Anthony
Just
was
think
playing
about
Baldur's
nothing.
Gate until 3 in the morning.
Oh, well, I'm itching. If you can look back there on my screen, I'm itching to finish this so I can get back to it.
Darrell, would you like to introduce yourself in your sixth date as well?
Yeah,
what?
I'm Darrell.
You say sex date?
No,
Six-
That's what I heard.
Six.
6 date. That's not what you said.
No, that is not what you said, sir.
You said he heard sex date. I heard 6 date, and I thought you meant 6 as in like Sean Waltman, who did not show up tonight.
Oh yeah, who no
He
show
did
the
not.
fucking pay per view. But nah,
I can't wait to talk about that.
I woke up this morning and I yesterday afternoon I started to feel a little blah, and then when I woke up this morning I felt a little more blah, and so I took a midday nap, and then when I woke up I felt a little more blah. And this is usually the time of the year where it's two things: either the flu or strep throat hits me this time of the year. I'm hoping it's neither, and I'm just exhausted. But you know,
But if you had to pick, which
Keep
one would
my
you rather
hands.
have? Yeah, that's the question now. You
just
got to
go
answer.
ahead and fuck me sideways, fam. If it's either one, I don't know, man. Jesus, I don't know.
So you're not going to be able to do a Howard Cosell impersonation like the
Yeah,
intro.
yeah.
of
How
the
would
show.
Cosell?
Did y'all
Pretty sure I
watch
said
the
something
intro
racist
too?
at some point.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I
That
did.
was hilarious.
That was great.
It was funny for the first like 5 seconds, and then you realize,
kept
oh,
going.
he's doing this the whole time,
The
isn't he? They're
whole
like
thing.
over their announcer over the like pre pay-per-view hype up is doing a
Howard
Cosell
Cosell here.
Howard Cosell impersonation
I would
because
Cosell.
and somehow they got the rights to the Monday Night Football theme. Don't know what they paid for that.
They probably didn't pay for
And like I'm
it's wrestling,
thinking,
Kaufman. They never
why-
paid for copyrights.
oh yeah, no, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness, of course.
Yeah, unless you're the WWE where you give La Parka some weird offshoot thriller thing.
Yeah, anybody with any
Please.
licensed theme ever, like
It is
anytime-
so bad.
like anytime DDP comes out, I just get I get very excited and then mildly
Oh.
disappointed because it's not Teen
Smells like Teen
Spirit.
No,
But yeah,
I don't
they're
get mildly
doing.
disappointed. I hate that song. I get happy when I hear DDP instead of Nirvana.
Self high
A hot
five.
take.
But yeah, it's week 1 of the 2005 NFL season. So that's why they've got this football intro. This is the last time football will be mentioned on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, roughly 10 to 15,000
Maybe not because
buys.
Monty Brown.
No, you're right. They do mention football. You are right. They
Mhm.
mention that he's
Yes.
a linebacker later. Monty Brown is in this show. We've got 775 of the most voracious Impact Zone attendees.
The Impact
here,
Zone, baby.
And they kick it off
buddy.
rough and rowdy, the best way we know possible. We got 3 live crew in the opener.
Kaufman, before you do that, I want
Yes.
to preface this. There was a 30-minute pre-show
Mm-hmm.
that happened.
Yes.
There was a lot of Jeff Jarrett.
Did y'all watch the pre-show?
No.
I did not, but I read about the pre-show because I was gonna watch it, and then I was reading my way through it. I realized, oh, might
No
not want to
reason
have
to.
to do. Well, it's a lot of there's a match that starts, and then Monty Brown comes out and ends the match, and he stakes a claim for being the next guy to challenge the winner of Raven and
Rhino.
Rhino. Yeah. I watched that one with a lot of detail, as you can tell. And then Jeff Jarrett comes out in full gear. By the way, he's dressed in full gear, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. And he starts going off about how, Monty, you saw me at ringside at essentially Gorilla, like getting dressed and getting ready to come out here and stake his claim for the NWA championship. And so they're fighting. And then somehow, and you'll notice this, which one is Kip James? Kip James is
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
I did the same thing.
Right? Okay. That guy is all over, for some reason, Jeff Jarrett's balls throughout everything,
sure.
throughout everything.
Throughout 2005.
So that's what happened in the pre-show. It was essentially to set up Jeff Jarrett and Monty Brown coming out to talk about that.
Wait, Anthony, I have to ask you a question because I don't remember, or either of the three of y'all. When Jeff came out later, was he still in his full gear or was he in street clothes?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
I think he was in different. Was he in different? No. I'm thinking
He was
of
in the blue gears. Was he in the blue
He was in the
gears?
same gear as that night. I was thinking of a video they show later where he's in yellow gear.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But first off, we got the diamonds in the rough. That's how we decide to kick off this show. What is it? Simon Diamond and then two other dudes.
It was Elix Skipper,
Apollo.
Simon Diamond.
Oh yeah, Elix Skipper and Apollo. That's who.
Skipper,
It is.
yeah, that's right. Different team.
Elix Skipper's a name. That's one that we'll point out. They're facing off against Three Live Crew. I've got one question for you guys. Are you ready to get rowdy?
No.
Three Live Crew. First off, Road Dogg, or I don't know the difference between BG James and Kip James. I was interchanging them throughout this match so much. So if you hear me say the wrong James, realize that we're talking about the New Age Outlaws in TNA, and it does not matter. Comment away though. We love the engagement. But yeah, Road Dogg here. Road Dogg here looks like Bubba Ray. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but like he came out, it looked like Bubba Ray Dudley.
He looks like Bully Ray. That's what he looks like.
He looked like a white guy trying to appropriate.
Well, I mean, that was his
He
whole
looked
career.
depressed.
He looks like a guy who lets his personal feelings get in the way of his creative decisions.
Yeah, he looked like he
Looks
was
like a
sad
guy
that
who
Vince
doesn't
McMahon
know how to
wouldn't
wrestle.
extend him.
But and they are the most.
VKM and all that shit happens after, right? Or is that already?
Yep, that was in 06.
Three Live Crew is the most like universe mode faction there is. Like,
Yes.
sure,
Three Live
these
Crew is
guys-
essentially 3-man band of that time, but with like
But with championships.
It's 2/3 of the way there to my favorite faction of all time. But then they add Road Dogg
what's your
and it
favorite
just
faction of
tanks
all
it.
time? Oh,
No, I'm saying like Conan and R-Truth. That is an amazing idea to put them in a team together.
Darrell, what do you think of that combination? Let me ask you about that.
Okay, here's the thing. R-Truth, I love R-Truth. Conan, I like him sometimes. But at this point,
don't
Conan
like
was kind of
Conan.
washed up.
Do you know Conan's a liar?
I mean, yeah, but what wrestler is it?
No. Do you know why he's a liar? Coming out here and talking about the Raza. That's how the white people say it.
Oh, yeah.
You know where
'cause
he's from?
He's not
You know what he is?
Mexican.
He's not fucking Mexican, old Charles.
He's fucking Cuban and Puerto Rican. And I learned that the other day. I was like,
Yeah. So he
Huh?
will vote for anyways.
he will vote
Anyway,
for
Well, he's
Donald
out here
Trump.
speaking first because, of course, Three Live Crew's got to have a microphone before they wrestle.
For sure.
because what else are they gonna do for the next 3 minutes?
Conan's on the mic. Where my dog's at? Let me speak on it orally. All right, we're done.
They're on an island south of Florida. That's where they are. Turns
And
out.
then Road Dogg.
And like, keep in mind, like, Diamonds in the Rough, they're just on the outside watching them talk.
Yeah.
It's not like they're about to play their music to cut them off. They're already on ringside, just waiting for this to end so they could start the match, like politely too.
What a weird combination of people.
Road Dogg comes in and he immediately brings the vibe down. He's got to do his shtick before it. And Ron Killings doesn't get to say anything, and that made me mad.
Nope.
His shtick, you mean the same thing that he was doing for the last 7 years at that point?
I mean,
6
like
years?
he was doing it in
This is 2005.
2016.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
When it came back, yeah,
He's only good for one thing.
he was a good pump handle
Oh,
slam,
like-
Anthony. What are you talking about? Come on, he humps
You mean
you.
the one where he forcibly humps you?
Yeah,
Well, he starts out with Elix Skipper in the ring. And this is a really quick match, so I'm going to fly through it. I'm going to, skip to the important parts on this. There's a few like brutal soccer kicks at the beginning, and Elix Skipper stomps on him. That was pretty cool. BG James is in control for most of the start of this match, all 3.5 minutes of it. He does those terrible punches of his, the shake, rattle, and roll into a knee to Skipper, who's on the ground. And he goes for a pin. And Simon Diamond like tries to jump over the ref to break up the pin, but he just hits the ref fully in the back of the head on accident. Like just completely bonks him. Ref's like, hey. But it does break up the pin. David Young gets in. It was so hard not to write Darren or Eric. And Ron Killings gets tagged in as well. They do a little dance he does one with BG. And they do the ankle. They do like the ankle dance and start stomping on Young. What do y'all think about like the G up moves? The one where they like got to do a little taunt and a little dance beforehand, like the worm, 5-knuckle shuffle, whatever you want to call this that they busted out here.
hey man, wrestling is a crowd pleaser, industry. So
It doesn't always fucking work. I'll be 100% honest. I was one of the very few who fucking hated the worm. But I also thought Scotty Too Hottie was not appealing to look at. So
What about the people's elbow?
I hated
hated
it.
that
Okay, I have a take.
move
I
now. I
hated the
still hate
people's
that
elbow is used as a finisher. I hate it. It's so
It's
stupid.
fine
I'm sorry. It's dumb.
as
It's a
a
transition
non-finish.
move. Cool. Is a finisher? No, sir. I'm sorry.
It's barely being a transition move, but it's
No.
whatever. Anyways, don't like that one. 5-knuckle shuffle. I do like. That's one of like the only ones that gets a pass.
Mhm.
The spinneroonie because I like the spinneroonie
Oh,
before
Yeah.
the thing.
Well, see, the spinneroonie, he taunt after the move is done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's after.
Yes. Either way, it's still who the fuck cares. The point is it's better than what we got from the Road Dogg grabbing his crotch. Did he grab his crotch this time?
I don't know if he did.
Usually, it's like does the thing with his arms, grabs his crotch, and then does the. Or is that Dusty? That's one of them. That's one of them. They all
No,
do
he
the
does
weird
it
thing
too.
with their
Yeah.
arms.
I do know.
At least he's not humping you.
I do know Simon Diamond interferes and then slaps his own teammate.
He's gonna pump him up, man. He's being
Yes.
motivational.
Well, no.
that's
He's not
thing.
interfering. He's their trainer. He's
Mhm.
trying to
Simon System brought to you in TNA.
Yep.
Don't forget, you're talking about Simon Dean,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Just want to make
That's
sure.
him.
It's just like I forgot that was his shtick.
Can
And
I
then
talk
just-
about all jacked up real quick?
Go for it. Yes, that is the
You know
ad
what
on
that
the
is?
apron. It's the ad on the apron.
But
for
do you
this
know what it
event.
is?
And I'm enthralled to know.
All jacked up is the second studio album released by country musician Gretchen Wilson. That's all.
That
And
was
if
the
you pay
sponsor.
attention to the beginning,
Yes.
that was the sponsor, because if you look at the name of when the thing happens, where it shows you TNA Unbreakable, on the very bottom it's got a picture of Gretchen Wilson and her album cover, boom, right there. So that's what all jacked up was, which I kept seeing it and I could never figure out what it was. And then I did research.
I thought it was just a Stacker 2 Pro type of deal where it was just some sort of supplement.
Oh,
That's
but it
where
was
my
called
brain
All
went
Jacked Up,
immediately.
except you get it's like steroids.
It's
Except
like
why hide it?
it's like Nugenic. She'll love it too.
Yeah, except Frank Thomas didn't. Anyways, I don't want to talk about what happened to Frank Thomas recently.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about BG James.
Would you really,
he-
really? You would like to do that?
He gets Irish whipped into the ropes.
I don't want to talk about anything besides him.
he bounces off the rope, and Elix Skipper catches him with a really cool like springboard. What is it? Spinning heel kick. But it was a really awkward angle because of like the six-sided ring. So like they kind of landed and crunched each other. Let's see what else important happened in here. Bunch of punches, bunch of hot tags, bunch of clotheslines. Conan is in like way late into this 4-minute match, and he hits the Rolling Thunder clothesline. I got up for that. It made me laugh. Elix Skipper then runs in and Matrix dodges a Conan clothesline, and then Conan just reverse DDTs him anyway. That got me to laugh too.
Man, I didn't realize that all this happened during that match, and I watched it.
I had to. I mean, like I was taking my notes. I was like, I gotta drag something out of this limited amount of time.
Like this was like an in-ear one, out the other situation.
Conan then takes his shoe off.
Didn't so random.
Didn't
Why
see
are you
it
taking with
happen.
the shoe?
I did
That was
not
his
see it
gimmick.
happen, but it is just off in his hand. And let's see, Simon
chocolate.
Diamond and Darren Young set him up for a
No.
double team.
No. His name's not
You
Darren.
can't do that. He's
I
not
said Darren
Mexican.
Young.
I was saying no to what Cheeseman said about the chancla.
I said it's not a chocolate.
Thank you.
It-
I guess I don't know. I'm very confused. I heard you say shakala, but I appreciate.
Yeah, I did
you were
say that, but
speaking
I
my
said that
language.
it was not. It was just a sneaker.
Good point, because he's Cuban Puerto Rican, not Mexican.
And he does use that sneaker. He dodges the double team clothesline, and then he whips Simon Diamond whips David Young into Conan, but Conan moves out of the way, and Darren Young just obeys the video game logic and just keeps running, even though Conan moved a while ago. Like it wasn't close at all, and just bumps into the corner. Conan ducks another attack, gives Diamond a clothesline, throws the shoe at Darren Young, hits him in the
Not
gut.
Darren Young.
David Young, who throws a shoe?
No, don't correct him anymore. Just it's Darren Young. He's time traveler.
And then
He's not
K-Dog.
black.
Okay,
That
that's
is
a
a
good
very,
point.
very
Okay,
white man
okay,
in that
you
ring.
got me there. You got me on that one.
That is
I
a
just have it
very
listed as
white
DY,
man.
so every time my
Oh,
brain's like,
shit.
I got to get the primetime players in this show. But K-Dog gets the face jam, 1, 2, 3, and 3 live crew win. Did y'all even give this a rating?
1.5 out of 10, and I'll keep it moving there.
Oh, I gave it half a dog hump.
I gave it
Out of
nothing
5.
because I was doing dishes while it was happening. I was so
You
bored.
did not miss anything.
That's
That
the
was
right
a wise
decision.
I guess I'll go.
I gave
with
It's
it-
the only match that I felt that way about, by the way, mind you.
I'm gonna
on
be
this
honest.
show.
I gave it 2 3/4.
This guy,
yeah,
this
but
fucking guy would
you
keep
were-
But
in
that's
his
on the
You
Kaufman
are.
meter.
I'm about to say, Kaufman, you have a very, very interesting.
This guy would push
look
BG
like-
James to be world champion in his own
I'm
promotion.
about to
Actually,
say
he would. No, he
Kaufman.
would. He would. He would.
I would not, but the other two, maybe. Our Truth World,
maybe Kip.
Conan tag champion with somebody else.
No,
but,
no love for Kip James. Which was that one?
The fuck? Hell no. The next
Kip
match.
is Billy, right?
Yeah, Kip is Billy, and then BG is
Then why is the other one BG?
Brian Gerard Jameson. That's his full name.
Wait.
He was using his shit.
What?
His shoot name is his name.
His shit name.
Oh,
That's
I
you can leave it
remember.
a shit name. You can leave it there.
No, that is Brian Gerard James, man.
That's an Armstrong.
Yep. But
Oh Lord.
Right after this, Mike Tenay and Don West show that pre-show clip that we were talking about, that we
with
talked
Monty.
about
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. And Jeff Hardy makes
Monty,
an appearance
you
during
know-
the segment as well.
Oh.
Yes, he did. He was wearing the jeans and a white white tank top. We don't call it that anymore, Anthony.
Oh.
He looked chunky, didn't he?
Oh yeah, this was I noticed during when we were watching the Survivor Series pay-per-view that around this time he had put on a good bit of weight.
They
Um
both did. Both parties
yeah.
were a little chunkier than
Mhm.
they had been in a while.
Yeah. But
That's what happens when
that segment so Kaufman already talked about it, and then after Kip got Monty out of the ring, Jeff Jarrett was standing in the middle of the ring talking shit. Jeff Hardy comes out,
I
modest.
told you, Monty, I was gonna be the one to come out and do the blah blah blah.
So then
I
Jeff
am a
Hardy attacks
showtime.
Jeff Jarrett, and then it's a whole thing that leads on to something later on in the night.
And then
What were you about to
Jeff
say,
Hardy
Cheese?
beckons us with a chair, and then we cut directly to Tenay Face.
Oh
What
shit!
were you about to say, Cheese?
I don't even remember. I think I was just saying words.
That's what making
Yo,
a sentence is.
fair point, man. The next match is
Real
Roderick
quick on the
Strong
Jeff
versus.
Jarrett thing,
Mhm,
because I thought to myself, well, when I saw the actual like card, I
mhm.
was like, okay, wow, this is a show without Jeff Jarrett
Anthony,
on it.
all roads lead back to Jeff
Lead to
Jarrett,
Jeff
baby.
Oh
The
Jarrett.
man,
king
I
of the
totally
motherfucking
forgot.
mountain. Come on,
Well,
man.
wait, when I saw that he was on the pre-show, I'm like, huh, okay, all right, we're good. I should have known better. This is 2005, the
Yep,
king of the mountain.
yep. 2 times he shows up
Uh,
again on this show.
like, yes, he does. He's like the Jerry Lawler of Memphis wrestling to
He is the
TNA.
Jeff Jarrett of WCW, of TNA, of GFW. He is inevitable. He is the Thanos of TNA.
The Global Force
You will
Wrestling.
embrace him.
Oh, real
um,
quick, has Larry Zbyszko popped up on screen
I
yet?
don't think not yet. He pops
He
up
did.
Okay.
It was
during the
in
tag
that.
team
Was he not in that video
championship match.
package for the stuff that happened before? Oh, I guess not. He's
Because we
coming
should
up.
say that he has power because he's part of the NWA Championship Committee.
Yeah, Zabisco pops up several times throughout this show, like just in video packages,
Mhm.
like as the de facto authority figure. And I'm like, this is an era of wrestling I love.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he's the
is.
president
Yes.
of TNA at this point. Yeah. But then we go into the Roderick Strong versus Austin Aries match. This was an X-Division
Yeah, here we
showcase
go.
match, and these two were part of the stable Generation X and Ring of Honor back at the same time that they were in TNA as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think they break up until 2006 when I think Austin Aries signed to TNA at that point. But this growing up now, I know Austin Aries is a piece of shit now, but when I was a kid, I was a big
He
Austin
was
Aries
so
fan
cool.
because he was a Moose guy. I like the Moose guy. I love the X Division. X Division, one of my favorite divisions in wrestling. I think he did a great job of carrying the spirit of what the cruiserweight division was in WCW and bringing it in. Well, I mean, I hadn't watched WCW at the point when I was watching X Division, but going back and watching WCW now, I think that was one of the things that Vince Russo, to give him an inch of credit, did a great job of bringing that over to TNA. So I was excited for this match when I seen it because I haven't watched this full pay-per-view. I've only watched the triple threat at the end of the pay-per-view. So this is my first time seeing this match. Apparently, Mike Tenay talked about it before the match started that Austin Aries was very highly requested from the fans. People were sending in emails and all kind of stuff, letters to Dixie Carter trying to get her to sign Austin Aries to TNA. So he was basically gearing up to be one of the main faces of the X Division at this time. I think neither of them were really signed to TNA at this point. I don't know if TNA was still doing handshake deals at this point. But both of these guys were.
Did they ever stop?
No. But no, they'd sign people and then not pay them. So
That's
she
what it
would
was.
release them for the. But
No handshake deal.
yeah. But a written handshake contract, non-guaranteed payment deal for an independent
Written
contractor.
handshake deals, the future of wrestling. Yes, don't shake
Yeah,
shake hands.
essentially.
Draw hands being shook.
But this match starts with good chain wrestling, of course. They're doing some crazy moves here to start this match. Austin Aries goes into a handstand, reversing Roderick Strong on something, hits him with the nasty drop kick.
That was snug.
Yeah. Roddy goes for a Boston Crab. at some point in the match, but Austin Aries is able to get out of it. And then Austin Aries goes for a monkey flip in the corner, but Roddy reversed it and throws him to the apron. And then Austin Aries leaped back up into the ring, like throws him outside on the apron. And then Austin Aries leaps back into the ring and hits Roddy with an elbow, which looked weird. And then AA was going for a corner splash out of that, but Roddy reverses it in the corner and hits him with the backbreaker. Then he held it through and then threw him into the turnbuckle from like the military press position, like kind of like a fireman's carry military press throw into the turnbuckle.
Hey, I'm glad
that
you
was
brought
nasty.
up. Like, I'm glad you made the mistake of calling him AA.
Oh no, that's what I
find that
call Austin Aries.
I know.
Do.
I just find that personally offensive. I know, but it did
E.
trigger something. It triggered something that Kaufman will remember.
I think we were about to go the same direction here.
Wait, what is it?
A double.
I was gonna say double A is Arn and A double is Austin Aries.
Oh shit!
We were going in the same direction.
I used to hate that shit because it made no sense.
A double, baby. Austin Aries.
What do you mean A double? That's are you?
I'm trolling you now.
Man. Anyways,
Now that I know you hate that, I'm gonna troll you. But nah,
I hate it.
Roddy hit
double
some
batteries.
nasty Irish whips from Roddy during this match. I remember AJ did an interview I think was with Chris Van Vliet, and he was talking about the 6-sided ring and about how he hated it when they first got rid of it when Hulk came over. But some of the bumps in this match, I'm like, there's no way they liked. I know it was unique. I know it set them apart.
Dude.
I know it was different, but there's no way that they liked this shit. Holy fuck, man. But I think Roddy put Austin Aries in a butterfly something. I don't know what he was going for there. But Austin Aries countered it into a pin. Roddy kicked out, and then he went for a counter pin. And then Roddy followed it up with the knee to Austin Aries' temple. That was nasty, like near the ropes. It was disgusting. Roddy was hitting Austin Aries with some nasty knife edge chops. Then they got in a little strike battle. Then Austin Aries hit a big clothesline. Austin Aries had a pretty good clothesline to be that short. I know Roddy isn't tall, but he was throwing them pretty heavy. Then Roddy went for a full Nelson, but Austin Aries countered it and hit Roddy with a nasty neck snap. Then Austin Aries did his slingshot spinning corkscrew splash. I never knew what to call it, and Mike today never did either. I swear he never called that move anything but a splash. So then Austin Aries went for a suplex, but Roddy stopped it and reversed it into a cradle backbreaker. Then Roddy hits the death by Roderick, which is a fireman's carry gut buster into a sick kick for a 2 count. Then Austin Aries goes for a quick cradle pin. Roddy kicks out, hits him with a clothesline. Roddy goes for a slingshot in the corner, but Aries goes for a slingshot in the corner. Aries ate the turnbuckle. Then Roddy was going for a half Nelson out of that. And I think Austin Aries hits a corner drop kick or something like that. Then Austin Aries hits his brain buster into the 450, gets the win. I thought this match was pretty good. It only went, I think, like 8 minutes, but they got a lot in those 8 minutes. These dudes are working snug. Like I said, I was a big Austin Aries fan. Obviously, I'm still a big Roderick Strong fan. So this match was everything I would have wanted from those two. I gave this match an 8 out of 10. I love the X-Division matches. I love the way the X-Division was booked until Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff got there and started big broing the X-Division. Like, oh, we got to make the X-Division great again. And all this dumbass shit they were doing. But yeah, I gave this match 8 out of 10.
We're all these little guys, dude. We got to make this division great again.
We're going to make AJ Styles a big star, brother.
God. You got to put him with...
I heard about this guy named AJ Styles, brother.
I'm
going to have him wrestling Ric Flair, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
With the battery pack in his back, man. That shit was...
I'm gonna team him up with Tyson Tomko. I know that was way earlier, but
I'm about to say that was the Christian Coalition, baby.
But thank you for helping me transition to what I'm gonna say. Like Tyson Tomko, Austin Aries has some of the god awful worst facial hair I've ever fucking seen.
Both of them in this
I
match.
was the opposite of Darrell in that my gut has always hated that motherfucker. And yes, 99% of it is because of his facial hair and his bad haircut. All right. The match, 4 stars. I'm not even gonna make a joke out of it. 4 stars, 4 out of 5, right?
Hey, it was an amazing match. Yeah.
8 Oscars. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody else think Roderick Strong looked like one of them Gallagher boys from Oasis with that hair?
Oh, you're really
Oh,
about
don't
to
say
piss
that. Don't
Anthony
make me
off.
hate him.
You're really about to piss Anthony off.
He looked like one of them Gallagher boys.
He does.
I can't believe he didn't
Well,
come
you know,
out
actually-
of the wall.
But real quick, Darrell, remember when you were watching it? Roddy is just Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
I have it right here. I said if this was in 4-3 on my shitty ad television, I would have thought this was Jamie Noble versus Dean Malenko, and I would have believed you. You could have told me that, I would have believed you.
Yep.
Yeah, and to think I love watching wrestling in 4-3. That's the best aspect ratio to watch wrestling in. Cheese, did you give it a rating?
I gave it an A-. It's my match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But
Wow.
to be fair,
Interesting.
TNA and WCW had one thing in common that they did extremely well, which was cruiserweight wrestling. You know, whether it's the X division or the cruiserweight division, they literally just I feel like the bookers for them would just be like, you, and you're in a match, and there's like, all right, so what's the plan? Just go do stuff.
Yep.
Get the crowd excited. Go do thing, and they did thing, and they did it very well.
They did. Yeah, that rolling tope guillotine that Austin Aries did, I think that's what you're saying they don't have a name for. Crazy. And then the drop kick brainbuster 450 good night combo. All right, yeah, you're losing after that, bud.
Yeah.
I gave it 4 stars as well, same as Anthony.
All right. Next. I think is
What's next?
Who had
Next up-
Kip and Monty versus Apollo and Lance Hoyt?
No.
I do. And right before that, Shane Douglas is backstage.
With
and
the
I
franchise.
had this thought when I saw him as the backstage announcer.
Talk the music.
Triple H loved Ric Flair so much that he stole the gimmick of Ric's #1 hater and got super over with it, and now the franchise is a backstage interviewer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was
Okay,
Kip.
so here's a quick aside. I think we all agree with this. That was a good little conversation to have. I don't care that Triple H stole anything from fucking the mediocre ass
Same.
franchise. I'm sorry.
Same.
Everybody was
That dude was
stealing
never
from
going to get over the
everybody.
weight. Also, fuck that guy. He sucked. Like, he was okay. He wasn't
You
great.
didn't like the franchiser, man? You didn't like the jawbreaker finisher?
I didn't like
He's
the
a
jawbreaker.
You sound like you're about to get your ass franchised. That's what it sounds like.
There you go.
God W. I never liked him either. I never got it.
I don't get it. I don't. You know what? I'm with Larson on that one.
Mm-hmm. But he's interviewing. Let's see. It's a quick interview. I didn't even write down who he was interviewing.
Interviewing Wall. We'll just say he's interviewing
I think
Wall.
it
because
was
it's
Monty.
So boring.
I think
That's
it was
the
Monty.
Wall.
I think it was Monty Brown because I just said "feel the bounce," period, because I think that's what he yelled.
Yeah, he yells that at the end.
But it's him, Monty Brown, and Kip James versus Apollo and Lance Hoyt. Yeah, Monty Brown is carrying this team, and later on I would write down, no, Monty Brown is carrying this match, like out of all 4 people involved. It's such
Can I
a
address Monty
weird.
Brown really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
My God, what a ball drop if ever there was one. That dude played NFL linebacker, retired, came to TNA, and was basically like he should have been the face of the company for at least
He should have been the franchise.
at least 3 years. He should have been the face of the
Hey,
company.
cheese.
And they fucking
wee woo.
yeah, I know.
It's
But-
my world.
Even Jeff Jarrett should have been like. It's the fact that he had him push him.
No,
Literally do what they do with
Cheeseman, you
Samoa
don't
Joe.
get it.
Just give him the title.
Guess what was coming after that? Dude, brother.
Well, that was way
Jack.
after.
But then also we
'cause-
can't.
But
we can't go
my
back.
point is,
He
is
then
like,
went to
no matter what-
WWE. He then went to WWE. They gave him a great theme, and they did nothing with
What's
him
up,
because they
Mike?
put him on
And then
Put him in the tag
remember,
team.
that's who got his hands on him. That's who got his hands on him. Vince. He was
Yep.
screwed no matter where he went for the next decade.
Yeah, him retiring early was the best choice possible.
He should have
to
gone
be
to New
honest.
Japan.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, New Japan probably would have
Honestly,
yeah.
worked him
bro,
good.
They would
And
have.
I
He
also
would have been a
understand why
monster in New Japan.
with Monty too.
New Japan got fucking Albert Giant Bernard over.
Albert. Yeah,
You mean Giant Bernard?
Giant Tenzai
Great
train.
name, great name.
Albert.
Before we
Get over?
before we jump on the A train, we're gonna move back to Kip
Waldo Bomb.
blup, 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 Kip James and Monty Brown. Let's see. They come out and Brown has apparently injured Sonny Siaki, which is why they're battling Apollo and Lance Hoyt. Siaki had been accompanying Apollo and Lance to the ring. He'd been kind of like their trainer manager, and Monty injured him. So now they're mad. So Kip James and Lance Hoyt start out. They switch waist locks for a little bit. They do a little leapfrog, drop down, arm drag. Yeah, that's right. We're doing the international. And let's see. They're running around doing their early spot stuff, and then all of a sudden Kip James gets sent to the outside, and he just starts arguing with Monty Brown. Their story is I couldn't really pick up on it. Like apparently,
I know what the story is. He's too busy ball licking Jeff Jarrett,
no, that's true, and
Yeah,
he thinks
Monty
Monty's
didn't
getting
get
in the way.
line.
and Monty doesn't want that.
Yeah, and he's just like every chance Kip gets, like every small slip up between the both of them. Most of the time, Kip being the one who slipped up, he just turns around and starts yelling at Monty.
You know what the most annoying thing about it though is not throughout the entire match, TNA is just going off about how much of a tag team expert Kip James is. The whole
Well, he wasn't a main event
time.
expert, we can tell you that.
All right, well.
Kip locks
You know
in
why?
a
Because
wrist.
it didn't matter what his name was.
It doesn't matter.
My name is Billy.
Doesn't matter.
Chuck. Let's see. There's a wrist lock. He reaches out and tags in Monty Brown, normal style, no hot tag. All right. And then Kip gets mad at Monty for Kip tagging Monty in. He reached out, and then he got mad as if Monty tagged himself in. Let's see. Right after that, they get mixed up, and Lance Hoyt takes over, and he sidewalk slams Monty Brown. Why is Lance Hoyt picking up Monty Brown in any capacity? What, like,
Speaking
do
of
you
which-
not want this dude to be a monster, Monty
Speaking of
Brown?
which, Lance Hoyt, Lance Archer, whatever you want to call
Yep.
him.
Lance
They
Archer.
started in the WWE.
Yeah. What in the I watched TNA from 06 to 2015. I was a staunch TNA watcher through the best and the fucking worst. What in the fuck was this dude wearing? Every time I go back and watch TNA stuff, those
That
tights
Darrell.
are awful, man. They're
That Darrell.
trash.
Was the white man of 2005.
Yeah.
That was the fashion. We
Yeah.
we white people looked incredibly fucking stupid back then.
Yeah, but
It
man,
looks
Not
like
much has changed. Not much has changed.
Nope.
it looks like he went to his stylist and said, "Give me the Paul Burchill, hold the pirate." That's what he looks like. Like, just take the pirate out of Paul Burchill's look, and it's Lance Hoyt here.
Ew.
He also like they keep saying he's like 6'9", however much weight. He does not look that big in this match.
No, he's
like
not
he
that
would go
tall.
on to look a lot bigger. Don't get me wrong, but here he just looks scrawny.
yeah, because he was so skinny back then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nah,
Which is why,
takes
like-
the height off.
They just did that perspective thing like with the hobbits to make him,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they did in the future.
But he ends up tagging in Apollo, which allows Monty Brown to take over.
Not
Take over
Cruz,
the action.
not Apollo Cruz.
Not Apollo Cruz. Apollo is. Who is this Apollo? I didn't do much.
Apollo!
He is.
That one.
Fuck if I know.
He is
I didn't do much
a
research.
Puerto Rican wrestler. He did a lot of his work in WWC, which is Carlito's dad.
So he stabbed people.
Yeah, Carlos Colon's promotion in Puerto Rico. He was like one of the biggest wrestlers in Puerto Rico. He did a
Okay.
couple of stints in
Really?
like
Okay.
AAA. I think he did some work in CMLL, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Hold up, I can literally check it right now.
Yeah.
He did some work in IWA. That was it. Then he went to TNA. He won the tag team championship with D'Lo Brown. Did a lot of NWA stuff. So he just basically went back and forth between Puerto Rico and the United States.
Journeyman.
Yeah. Mm.
He's chopping Monty Brown, and they like what's the word I'm looking for? They like counter Irish whip each other into the corners.
Reverse,
Um,
reverse.
and Apollo clotheslines Monty Brown, which allows Lance Hoyt to tag back in. He and Apollo do a double back elbow, gets a 2 count, and Hoyt throws Monty Brown over to the corner where Kip James is standing so he can tag himself in, and does. And Kip immediately eats a clothesline and punches from Lance Hoyt. Let's see here. Kip bounces back with a neck breaker. Hits the knee drop a few times. He's getting more riled up at this point. Tags Monty Brown in. Monty throws Hoyt over into the corner. But it's like the old video games where like if you do it from a certain distance, they'll face towards the corner and their back is towards the center of the ring, and that's how kind of Lance Hoyt is set up here. And he punches him like in the back, and just runs over to the other corner, sprints at him, and then I don't know what he was going for here, but he like hits him with his like back of his thigh, like hits him with his hamstring. It was like a hamstring attack. I don't like.
That's
Like
weird.
it looks like he's like trying to go for like a reverse splash almost back to back, but he hits the top of him with his hamstring. It was funny. Then a little bit later, there's some corner punches at some point. Monty Brown belly to back suplexes Lance Hoyt. Goes for another, or he does it twice in a row and goes for a third attempt. But Hoyt escapes with a flip and then hits him with like a maneuver, is what I can call it the best. I don't know what you call this one. It looks like he started to try to do a blue thunder bomb. Monty Brown did, but Hoyt thought they were going the other direction, so he fell the wrong way. I don't even know how to describe this.
I thought it was like was a deep six kind of thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was kind of like a deep six, but Hoyt went the wrong way of the momentum.
That too.
It didn't make any sense in my head. And Monty Brown screams, "Are you not entertained?"
And no, we were not. In fact, not really.
We were not.
not.
We were confused. Kip's down again. He's like struggling to get up, and then ends up clotheslining Lance Hoyt, who clotheslines Kip. So double down, double hot tag. Apollo runs in like a house on fire. Kip comes back in to like do a little distraction. He eats a clothesline from Apollo. Apollo DDTs Monty Brown. Power slams Kip. Hits Monty Brown with the sky high, like gets real up for it. Kip breaks it up. That's where Kip hits a famouser and earns this match an extra half star to Apollo. Lance Hoyt big boots Kip.
Wow,
Was that a good big boot or was that a bad big boot? I forget. There was a good big boot on this show and a bad one.
I don't know about that.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it happened.
It definitely happened. Yes.
I don't know if it was. I wouldn't say it was good, but yeah.
And then
I think
Lance
that's
Hoyt.
generous.
And then Lance Hoyt climbs to the top and hits not a moonsault. They called it incorrectly. He hits the Bam Bam Salt. He barely gets over, and is like sideways rotated. Lance Hoyt is. Let's see what happens after that. He taunts to the crowd. Kip gets the upper hand at this point, backing Apollo into Monty Brown's arms. Monty Brown standing on the apron. So Kip runs into Apollo, the age-old the age-old move out of the way and hit your own partner on the apron happens. And, you would think Monty Brown would start yelling at Kip for that because Kip hit Monty Brown. But no, Kip starts screaming at Monty.
It's because Kip is
What
the
are you
tag team expert,
doing?
remember?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because he's the tag team expert.
Yeah, that's why.
Kip eats a super kick. It's a 2 count. Let's see. Apollo gets Kip up on his shoulders, which Monty Brown comes in and breaks up. Throws Apollo off the rope. Sprints in the other direction. You know what's coming. It's the pounce. And Kip and Monty Brown win. Thoughts, concerns, otherwise.
Willow has a better pounce.
It happened.
I gave it a 4 out of 10. I was just like, hey, this match was here. I guess it did what it needed to do to move forward the Kip James fucking Monty Brown storyline. Jeff Jarrett storyline, whatever the fuck that was supposed to be. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I gave it 1.5 because it happened.
I gave it a D+ because I still like Monty Brown.
I must have been in a good mood.
We can like the guy, but
Every time I see Monty Brown, I'm like, "Why? Okay, so where's the world title that he deserves?
It was never
Where's
there.
the program?" Nope. I must have been in a good mood. I split this up into 2 different viewings. I must have been in a good mood for the first one because I gave it 2.5 stars naturally, and the extra half star for the Famouser makes it 3-star match for me.
You and your extra stars.
See, I was my level for bad wrestling has the floor for it has gone so much lower after Survivor Series 06 the other week. I was reminded of what bad wrestling is.
The bottom is. I think the thing for me with this pay-per-view in particular is that there was so much good wrestling that a match like that was so.
Yes, I can see that.
In the middle of the card, I didn't give it a low rating.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I gave that shit a low rating because that was ass. I don't need to be seeing Kip James on my TV screen at all.
You don't want to see the ass man? The ass man coming.
No, that's not the ass man. That's not even the ass man. That's fucking Kip James.
This is the worst.
Significantly shittier. He's significantly shittier. Bullet Club Hunter.
I was about to say Bullet Club Hunter.
Bullet Club Hunter was actually cool,
he's better. Yes, because he was hunting the Bullet Club
with Yoshitatsu.
This dude is just a Jeff Jarrett stooge.
No, Anthony.
He's a Jeff Jarrett stooge he's a Jeff Jarrett stooge that BG James doesn't even want to hang out with right now.
Yeah,
his own brother.
From each other.
His own brother.
No. Ass. Pure ass. Ass.
Oh man. Oh. Then after that I believe we get a Team Canada segment and boy. First of all,
eyes up, Bobby Roode. Eyes up,
yeah.
Eyes up, Bobby Roode. My eyes are up
Bobby
here.
Roode was,
look, Petey Williams has contributed a lot to wrestling. His promos were not one of them. One of those things.
I want to talk about this promo. I don't even remember.
I fell asleep.
He sounded aggressively like the most milquetoast Canadian you've ever heard in your life. He was never a great promo, but the progression that he takes from 05 to when he starts teaming with Scott Steiner is crazy. Because here, I didn't even want to hear him talk. It was bad, man. That promo was awful. And then it leads into a match with Petey Williams, who apparently was the captain of Team Canada.
Petey Williams versus Petey Williams.
Yeah, versus Chris Sabin.
Petey Williams was like the leader.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were watching the show though, you would have thought Abyss was about to come out.
Yeah, bro, the theme song, yeah. I'm like,
they played Abyss's theme for a solid 20 seconds before they realized oh no, Petey's supposed to be coming out now.
The best theme song the TNA's ever produced. I don't care what anybody says.
Easily.
I don't care if AJ has 50 bangers. Abyss's is better. I don't care if Jeff Hardy to the fucking bottom of my ass.
To the top.
Well, he produced all of those. Hardy did, not TNA.
I know. No, no, I know, but it's a TNA song.
I see what you mean.
Also, it's not like Modest is a good song anyways. All right.
I have more on that later.
Modest
It's a bad song.
at the top.
It is a really Jeff Hardy has never once in his life made a good piece of music.
I don't know, another me.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather fucking stab my eardrums than listen to 2 minutes of Jeff Hardy's work.
Would you rather pay full price for one of his paintings or listen to his full album for free?
I'd pay full price immediately, like without hesitation, baby.
I'll say this.
I wanted to say this about. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say this. Two other really good themes that were there that they had there for me, and it's just because it just reflects my music taste. Nation of Violence for Samoa Joe.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
And also Matt Morgan's.
Yes.
No.
Everything about Matt Morgan was
well,
great
yes.
Until the bell
I was
rang.
about to say that the problem is that was a visceral reaction to Matt Morgan in general for me. But you're not wrong about his theme song. It's just
that
Matt
guitar
Morgan.
riff hit at the start is incredible.
Hell yeah. The elevator.
But
and then he wrestled and we got sad.
Ah, dang it.
Him and he actually has to do his job.
Unlike Matt Morgan, Abyss could go to the ring and do his job, which he did.
Yeah.
Not turn for this match, right?
No, because we still have to talk about Petey and Chris Sabin. Because
yes, we do.
Oh, wait, we got distracted because we talked about Abyss's theme song.
Because his theme plays at the beginning of when Petey comes out.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong because they jumped the gun.
And Petey turns around like after his music starts playing and starts yelling at the dude in the back.
Oh, that's so good.
So Petey Williams comes out, and Petey Williams never did anything for me. I'm gonna be honest. I always mix him up with Doug Williams. I don't know why.
I did
I always
too.
like Douglas Williams better.
Okay.
Go with. Then Chris Sabin comes out, little baby boy Chris Sabin, little itty bitty baby boy Chris Sabin, 23 years old, itty bitty baby boy, so adorable. Mm-hmm. It's so weird seeing him and Alex Shelley on this card and not be a tag team. Yeah. That threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh my god, there was a time when they weren't a tag team. Motor City Machine Guns, throw them up. So the match begins, and then, like I said, they're just back and forth. They just start up like a good 3 minutes of just high intense moves just to get everybody riled up from having to sit through the last match. One of my notes right here is Cardio Kings, because by God, they just kept going. There's a great drop kick that happens on the apron. I think it's from Williams to Sabin. Oh, no, sorry, Sabin to Williams, because that then leads into a great counter move into a DDT by Petey Williams, so Petey could get the advantage again. At one point, I write down the note, the guy in the green shirt is distracting me. There was a guy in the green shirt that was just fucking flailing his arms and dancing like every chance that he got, and I just could not look away for whatever reason. I'm like, God, what is happening over there? Is he okay? Oh, also, shout out to all the people that brought him bottles of A1 steak sauce to cheer on A1 of Team Canada.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you were allowed to bring those in.
Shit.
Wonder why.
Sabin brings in. I don't know why they were allowed to bring him in. I mean, this was 4
it's
or 5 years.
Studio.
Yeah, but it's like 4 or 5 years after 9/11 happened. This is the day of 9/11, like the 4 or 5 year anniversary of 9/11. So I'm like, yeah, security. I remember everything. Security was heightened everywhere. I can't believe they allowed him to bring in those bottles. I assume they probably made him pour them out if they had anything in them.
It's funny you mentioned the 9/11 thing. I forget where, at some point, TNA dedicates this entire pay-per-view to victims of 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, because Hurricane Katrina also hit that same month.
It had just hit, yeah.
Yeah, the Hurricane Katrina just hit, so that's why. And that's why is because it was literally happening on 9/11, 2005 or 2006. This is 2006, right?
5.
The years blend. Okay, so that's why. So they brought it up because there's literally the 45 year anniversary of it. I don't math. Don't make me do math. And then also Katrina hit just in that same time frame as well. So it's like it makes sense that he would say that. Um. Anyway, so then a sharpshooter is applied from Saban to Williams. No, Williams to Saban. I'm sorry, I should have taken these notes better. The sharpshooter should have also been applied better. Uh,
Oh,
Saban hits Williams with a nice razor's edge into the turnbuckle. I thought that
Mhm.
was
it's
a really
fucking
nice move.
disgusting, man.
Saban almost hits the ref with his move with his finishing move, but luckily he catches himself because he got eye raked. Then he still hits the what's I like
Cradle
this. I
shot.
like this name for this finisher. Cradle shock. I like that
Yeah.
name. That's a good name to win.
Mhm.
I then said super fun times because it was a really fun match. Again, the X Division, literally the crown jewel of TNA. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes out, and all I know is who the hell is this Matt guy? Matt Bentley, I think is his name.
That
And
is,
Yeah.
that
then he cuts a
is,
promo about. I bet a lot of you thought
Yeah.
I was going to go up north. I'm like, oh,
I said, no,
okay, well,
no,
I
I
guess we're
didn't.
not going
Who?
to join Team Canada.
I
Matt
didn't think
Bentley
that.
is he
A
was
person.
in the he was in the stable with fucking what's his
I know
name?
who this is.
Shannon Moore.
Ink
Yeah.
Inc.
Yeah, I think was he in Ink Inc? Wait a minute.
No, that
I
was
think
Jesse something.
I think that they ran the gimmick that he was supposed to run. No. Okay, this is it. This is Michael Shane. This is Shawn Michaels' cousin. This is it. Yeah, okay, I got the names mixed up.
Oh,
This is Michael Shane.
This is
Yeah.
Michael
They
Shane
thought he was going
Hickenbottom.
to the WWE. He was big as like a free agent at that time because
That's right.
he was Shawn Michaels' cousin, and WWE wanted him, but he ended up going to TNA. I think TNA paid him more money or something like that. I can't remember. Oh no, he was in TNA at first. I think he was a free agent, or it was rumors that he was going to leave. But then he
Probably
came
should have
back.
signed with an E if you were related to Sean.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he did go later in 08 and did not
Yeah,
end
but
well,
by
so.
then, like,
What
let's
was
be
his
honest.
WWE name?
It was in WWE. He was a jobber. I think he was under Matt Bentley at the time as well.
Oh, okay, so he was just like a local guy.
Yeah, he was just a local guy at the
Okay.
time. He was.
Yeah,
he
if
was
he
Lex in.
left when they were hot for him, maybe they would have done something with him.
Maybe. I mean, he wasn't that good, so.
Oh, I know he wasn't, but he's got the Hickenbottom name.
But he does announce Ultimate X for Bound for Glory.
Yeah. No, I'll be fair to Matt Bentley. Matt
In
Bentley
the
was decent.
shiniest shoes that pissed me off. My
but
God.
Matt Bentley was decent around.
He's just
05.
like
I
such a
think
big
that
man
was
for
the,
being so small.
That was the peak of his like run after 05. Like he just kind of, yeah, that was it. He joined the Raven effect.
You know what he's giving,
Perch.
Darrell? You know what he's giving?
What?
He's giving Brad Maddox vibes.
Oh, God.
Like
he
in terms of
he
like
reminds
shows
me
up,
like when you do
he's
like
supposed
a
to do
pod.
something and then just disappears.
Yeah, like on the
He
old
is a call.
SmackDown versus Raw games, and they gave you like the generic faces. That's what he reminds me of.
He's
Mhm.
he's one of the generic presets.
Mm. But
I thought it was one of the Young Bucks. I thought it was either Max or what is it, Max or Jeremy Buck? Who's the?
yeah, they show up in 09, I think. Generation Me.
Generation
Mhm.
Me.
Yep. But I gave
Sti-
this match a go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was saying I gave this match a 6.5 out of 10. I liked the match. There were some great spots. But and Tanay kept bringing it up throughout the match that like those two knew each other very well. They trained together. They both were trained by Scott D'Amore in Canada. They came up on the road together when they first started wrestling. They both had been wrestling the same amount of time. And this match kind of felt like it. I'm a big fan of matches kind of feeling a little looser, if you will, especially in X Division matches. And this match felt kind of like they were trying to hit spots, if that makes sense, and they were setting things up to hit spots. And I just wasn't like I was a fan of it, but it felt like they were over choreographed, if that made sense.
No,
So
I know what you're
that
saying.
kinda-
Like it
yeah.
feels like they did a little bit too much.
Yeah. So like they were kind of getting out of their moveset and just doing like nothing moves a lot of times to set up reversal spots. So I gave it a 6.5. I might go up to 7 if I was to watch it again, but the first watch I gave it a 6.5. Still a good match, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, there's a couple spots that I wanted to point out. There was one where Petey jumps from the inside of the ring to the outside, like unprovoked. Ouch, that hurt my knees. And later he just he was going for some move on the apron, and it just like a leg drop or something. So he just jumps ass first onto the apron. Ouch.
There was also one where he like did it like he was going to hit Saban with something. Saban reverses, but Petey does like a reverse jump into him, and then that's when Saban hit that big drop kick, and I'm like, what the fuck was Petey going for? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
The ultimate flying nothing.
Yeah.
Petey also was going for some heinous shit in this match. He put Saban in the tree of woe at one point and just stepped directly on his balls. Ref.
Oh, yeah.
Ref.
Ref pisses me off later on in the match. We talk about next, but I'll let Anthony cover that.
I actually didn't give this one a rating. I'm reading now, or I'm looking now when I wrote it originally. I'm gonna say 3 stars out of 5. 3.25. 3.25. How about that?
Fair.
And I gave it a B minus.
Anthony?
2.5 out of
I
5.
give it 2.5. Gotcha. My bad, I didn't hear you the first time.
So it's like exactly the middle, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Anthony, you got Abyss and Sabu. No DQ.
So James Mitchell is just Kevin Sullivan.
Yes. But more entertaining.
Like right out of the gate, let's just say that. No.
To me,
No,
yes.
no. Kevin Sullivan is entertaining in the way that I enjoy, which is it's a train wreck.
You're talking about the man who got. You're talking about the sinister minister who got fired from NWA for doing cocaine on live TV.
I mean, that's just cool.
Supposed cocaine. Let me put that in there as well.
Well, he also looks very uncomfortable while doing that.
And you're telling me he's not like train wreck category?
Well, I get what Anthony's saying. Wasn't. Like as a manager,
but he didn't fuck his wife into a shoot, did he?
Well, that's just stupid.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
He also.
Yeah, and guess what? You know what? If it didn't end the way it did, it would have been hilarious.
Fair.
Yeah.
But it ended a certain way. Because actually, let me put it, up until 2007, it was hilarious. Anyways, that being said, which
I just said they're gone. I didn't say anything else.
This is a no DQ match that they went ahead and just announced that it was a DQ match, like in the ring. Which I find funny because it's like, you know, it's Sabu. Why didn't you just make a DQ before that? Like, are you telling me that you were expecting me that I was supposed to expect rest holds and like chain wrestling from Sabu and Abyss?
From Terry Brunk?
Standard suplexes, baby, from Terry Brunk? No, that man was doing a line and then smoking a bowl of crack before coming out to put his body through hell.
That's how he just wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, I assume after all that he's done, like getting up and starting the day is getting through hell. You know? Anyways, is Sabu a teleporter, guys? Because when did he gain the ability to teleport?
What was that? I saw that like, what the hell was that? We didn't even get the music. He just randomly shows up, points, walks around, points, walks around, points, and then the match starts.
Yep.
They had to hide from the fact that his TNA theme is awful.
Oh yeah.
Darrell, you talk about it. You noted it, I think.
Pitched up version of his WWE theme.
Sped up too.
Well, I guess the WWE theme would be the pitched down version of the. What did he use in ECW?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Probably some licensed song that Paul did not have the license.
Something licensed. Yeah.
It's probably Metallica.
Well, anyways, it starts off like you would imagine.
Yellow Submarine. Wouldn't that be hilarious if that was true?
It'd be weird.
Pikachu.
It'd be weird.
He is the walrus.
Yeah. Shut. Okay, what? I mean, I know the reference, but
Cheeseman and I
gotten
are
lost a
going in
little
our
here.
own black hole.
Yeah. Get on
Yeah,
board.
Beatles black hole. Anyways, the match starts exactly like you would imagine. It's just a bunch of punching, and of course, Abyss is gonna be the one working on top. We're not even like 2 minutes into the match, and the crowd's already chanting, "We want tables."
And so what do they do?
Well, Sabu attempts to set up a table, but it does not work. Somehow, like he's not trying to do anything intricate with this table either, mind you. He's just trying to basic set it up, and it sets up halfway, and he sees that it's set up halfway, and he just leaves it there. He doesn't attempt to fix the other
he
end.
does a point,
he just leaves.
and then he leaves.
Oh wait, he does do the point.
He sets it up, realizes, oh, there's nothing here, points, and walks away. Every chance, every time there's a break in the action, he's like, oh, got a point.
He's like meant to be.
He doesn't do rest holds. He does point holds.
Yes. Well, because of what this match is, I didn't like, my notes are only like maybe 2 pages. Like, think about it, right? It's what you expect out of a Sabu match. He brings in a chair. He starts to do the thing he's gonna. He starts to hit Abyss with it. He does a few of his springboard moves, which don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching Sabu anytime he runs off of a chair. That's about as entertaining as he gets, and that's not a bad thing, mind you.
I mean, yeah, that was his thing.
So then
excelled at that thing.
So anyways, after he fails his attempt to set up the table, Abyss rolls him back in. Shut up. He points, and then he gets attacked by Abyss, and then he throws him in. But Sabu springs back up and hits him with what do you call it? He essentially, God, I'm lost in this match.
I mean, it's easy. They do a lot of the same type of stuff. Like,
well, because it's a lot of the same things. Because here's the thing: on my note, it skips to the next part where they've already he's thrown him out again, because that's exactly what happens.
Go back to the last point.
He does do this kill. Abyss does a great over the head belly to belly, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he does it twice. He does one early, and then eventually Abyss sets up his own table, and he sets it up correctly next to the table that's not set up correctly.
It's awesome.
Doesn't point.
He does. I would love it though if Abyss did point.
No, he needs to do that intro. That's what he needs to do.
Well, eventually you know what those tables are for. And it's not so that Abyss can go through them. It's so that Sabu can. So once the tables are set up, Sabu comes off the ropes. Abyss just launches the man over his head, over the head, belly to belly style, and he goes through the table the long way, and it's just like, and it makes that beautiful crunchy sound. Yeah, and then Abyss sets up a third table in the ring. Which this is so Sabu makes it back in, and they're jockeying back and forth, and that third table set up there, and Sabu does the Sabu thing. He points, but he does another springboard off the thing, and he's going for because Abyss is leaning over the table, right? He's been gut punched, he's been gut kicked. The setup is happening, and Sabu's gonna hit him with this leg drop across the back of his neck, and he does a spin on it, everything. He does the Sabu trick, fanfare, and it's all joyous. And then you see what exactly happens, which is Sabu just puts himself through the table, and then Abyss falls forward because
Sabu just scorpions himself on that shit, man.
He absolutely misses Abyss's the back of Abyss's neck and just essentially somersaults himself into the table. And it's great. I fucking love that Sabu. With Sabu, you get like a 50-50 on his spots. It's either going to go well or it's going to be an absolute
Someone's
disaster.
gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will say this. Props to Abyss for selling the miss as best as he could sell it. Because he really did. It's... I don't know if it's in the same class as Kaufman's favorite botch of all time, which was the Whisper in the Wind, or was it the Jeff Hardy one and Jinder?
And Jinder, nothing's topping that. I mean, like, I did
Nothing will
recently
ever
rewatch
top
the
that.
Titus World Slide, and oh my god, it holds up.
But see, that's not a botch move. The other one was just
It
a
is.
straight up.
It
like,
is a. It is a botch.
Okay, it
It's a
is.
huge botch.
It's a
But
botch.
it's
a botch,
so like
but
its
I don't
own
think it's a
thing.
botch move. I know it is.
Fair,
It's
fair. It isn't a botch
unique.
move. You're right.
It's a unique thing. Anyways, Abyss sets up Sabu in a torture rack, and I'm like, oh, he's racking him, baby. And then he drops. He hits him with essentially it's a torture rack backbreaker. The shock treatment. Now that is a good name for any kind of move. It's a 2 count.
He does it directly
And
on
the
the
crowd
table
is-
shards, right on his own ass.
Yes, he does.
Like ass Biss.
I mean, that adds to the shock
Yep.
of the move, and, you know.
That's where the shock comes from. Not your spine being snapped across another man's shoulders. But then the crowd at this point, I think the crowd already started chanting it a little earlier, but they're chanting for thumbtacks. And not being one to disappoint the crowd, they get the thumbtacks. And I think we all kind of knew what was going to happen because how could you not? We all know that we're going to get a black hole slam into those thumbtacks. I just didn't know how. When Sabu goes for that for yet his millionth springboard move,
Yeah.
it just catches him midair and spins him boss man style and just drops him for a black hole slam.
Awesome.
And the whole time I kept paying attention to it was like, okay, forget Sabu's back. I'm looking at Abyss's fingers. Because they've got like thumbtacks sticking out of them. Like, that sucks. Somehow I feel like that sucks more than taking him on the back. That gets the obvious 3 count. Abyss wins, but theirs was surprisingly not any blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
that
think
was
about
weird.
that.
Isn't that weird? They had all those spots and it felt violent, but there was no blood. And I mean, the match? I know altogether, including entrances, is probably like 11 minutes long.
It went 11:30.
Yeah, so it's not a long match. It doesn't overstay its welcome. They do everything they need to do. I give it, in honor of Sabu, finger point up in the air. I'm gonna give that 3 out of 5 crack rocks. Alrighty.
I give this match a 7 out of 10. It was a decent hardcore match. One thing that took my rating down though is at some point Rudy Charles,
I was gonna let you do it. Yep.
aka I forgot what his name is in WWE. I think Robert Eric. I can't remember his name. He when Abyss goes for the thumbtacks, tries to stop him from dumping the thumbtacks. Last I remember, this is a hardcore match. This is a no disqualification match. So why would you stop a wrestler in a no DQ match from using a weapon? He can't be disqualified for it. Why in the fuck are you stopping him? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't
Rudy
make
Charles
sense.
just gets squeamish with thumbtacks.
I hate when referees, when you book a no DQ match and then the referee stops the wrestler.
Bring up
from
the other
doing
one. Bring up
something.
the worst one.
No,
No,
we'll
bring
talk
up
about
what's
that
worse
one
than
later.
that.
God, I hate that
We'll
shit.
get
Wait,
there.
no. We don't have to talk about it later. We can talk about it. Oh wait, it is later.
Yeah, it is. It's in
Wait,
the,
isn't
it's in the second to last match. It was the Rhino and Raven match.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, we will get to that.
Oh no, I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about when Jay. Who was it? Didn't somebody put somebody's foot on the rope?
Yeah, that was the Raven Rhino match.
That was the Raven Rhino match.
Yep.
Yeah. I know it because I wrote that down and it's not in here on
Okay, that is.
Abyss and Sabu.
Yeah, because that pissed me off too.
There were two separate no DQ infractions like that.
All right, Cheese.
I give it a solid B, man. It was a fun match. You need a reliable hardcore match guy. Abyss was your guy.
Yeah,
Okay, but
I feel
if you're
he was
just
probably
grading the finger
one of
points,
the underrated, safest workers that we've ever seen. I feel like because they always.
but
do
what
it in
if you're
these
just
matches.
rating finger points?
Oh, rating finger points? 10 out of 10.
That's what I thought. But you're right. Abyss is such a solid wrestler, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I have a note here. It's like if Kane and Vader got, hit with a polymerization card. That's what Abyss is.
It really is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is Abyss's best presentation at this point. This run, I don't know when it started, but
Hulk Hogan's ball liquor, man.
I beg to differ, brother.
I was fixing to say somebody give this man Hulk Hogan's Hall of Fame ring now.
Just wait till I give him the Hall of Fame ring, brother, and he has the power of all the Hulkamaniacs.
Then he'll truly get over, brother. I gave it 3 I originally gave it 3 1/4, but Anthony's recap of it, I was like, you know what? I did enjoy that more than I thought. 3.5 stars.
The finger points. It's the finger point after the table setup specifically.
It's thinking back to how Sabu was not running fast at all, but everything was so smooth, deliberate. The only thing that messed up was that half of the table. That was it. That's good for Sabu.
There's something that Don West brought up, and it's when there's that, and I thought it too, right before Don West said it, where you see, it cuts to a picture of an image of Sabu there standing in the ring, and you see his upper torso, and there's just so many scars on it, all over his body. And I thought that, Jesus Christ, to myself, and then Don West, a second after, is like, look at all the scars on that guy, and it's like, yeah. You're always, what you're getting out of a Sabu match, and I think when you go into one of those matches with those expectations, you're a lot less likely to be disappointed.
The silence is deafening.
Did everybody give it a rating?
Yeah,
I
gave it
so.
7. She's gave it a B. Was it a B plus? B?
Just a B.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris gave it 3.5.
All right, next segment.
Yep.
Yeah, the Alex Shelley has a promo and you can't hear it because they're chanting Sabu's name so damn loud in the crowd that it is drowning it out.
I'm glad you brought up Alex Shelley
because Sean Waltman has no-showed this event. He's got a match later, supposedly teaming with Chris Sabin. Sabin and Waltman had just won the Chris Candido Tag Team Memorial Tournament. Candido had just passed away recently, and
this is the finals too.
No, it's not the finals. They won the finals to get a tag team shot at this pay-per-view.
Wait,
that is correct.
Yeah, this wasn't the finals.
But then there's the 2 other tag teams.
Yeah, well, they just.
This was a number 1 contenders match.
They got added.
Is that I remember that?
Yeah.
No, that was for the titles, Cheese, because the Naturals have.
No, this is for the titles. The Naturals.
Yeah, they got that match.
I know, because Jimmy Hart didn't stop fucking talking about it.
The tournament added them to the match. It wasn't I think they had already had something set up.
There you go.
But yeah, Sean Waltman no-showed apparently. I tried to look up very lightly. Did anybody do research if this was a worker issue?
I have all the notes on this because this is my this was part of my match.
Okay, so we'll get there. We'll get there later. We'll speed run this Bobby Roode and Jeff Hardy match.
No need to talk about Sean Waltman yet.
First off, modest to the top, modest at the top, straight to the top, and then keep on heading up. Stars shine for why we should give a fuck about what is real, about how real is still the only way for us to feel the pain it's sometimes dealt. What is Jeff Hardy writing?
Hey man, y'all kids, painkillers are bad for you. So are steroids, and so is any kind of thing that isn't like marijuana. So don't do it,
to the top,
or you're gonna end up like that person.
This is Jeff's first match in in 4 months. Yeah, he's coming out to Modest to the Top. He looks like he's got flaming hot Cheeto dust all over his arms and hair. Yeah, he's got some sort of body paint on it, and it's just the same color as Cheetos. Bobby Roode is out here. This is a fully Team Canada show. How much they're on it.
Yes,
he's
yes,
out.
they're on all of them.
Mm-hmm. He's out in his Team Canada jersey. I think they said Bobby Roode is 28 at this point.
Yep.
And he looks it. He's super young, super babyface in this. Yeah, Bobby starts off in control, yells at the crowd to shut up. Hardy takes over, and the crowd actually starts to get interested in the match. Hits one of his running forearms, which sends Roode to the outside. He does a baseball slide onto Roode. Does like the house show dive to him and throws Roode into the stairs. After that, rolls him back inside. Jeff teases the Whisper in the wind, but Roode counters and stomps on him in the corner. Jeff gets whipped across the ring, eats a clothesline. Then he hits Bobby Roode hits the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for a 2. He kind of like goes into it in the opposite direction too. It was a little neat version of it. Roode then neck wrenches Hardy, gets him in the 619 position, and then just pushes down on the back of his neck for a choke like it's the video game. Let's see here. He goes for a reverse body drop, but Jeff reverses it into a sunset, but then Roode reverses that into a drop kick. And then he starts to yell USA sucks at the crowd.
He says it like
which gets some boos.
4 times in the match. Like,
oh yeah,
he
was fishing for some heat. But yeah, let's see where we are in this match.
In 2026, he might be fishing for cheers.
No, he might just be fishing in general. He's gone fishing. Let's see here. He does end up hitting the Whisper in the wind. Jeff Hardy does, not Bobby Roode. That's a fun thought. He splits the uprights with the that groin leg drop he does. Ref, like in all of his matches, nobody gonna DQ him for this. Guess he's hitting the stomach. He then hits the downward spiral or whatever Edge called that move. Goes up for the top, teases
downward
the swanton. It was the downward spiral. I was right. Okay, I had to recall.
Yep, I don't know what Darrell and I were watching the other day. We're talking about, but I brought it. I called it the downward spiral. What else was it called?
You got the complete.
Because it's gone by several different names.
Complete shot.
Oh, the pay dirt.
Pay dirt.
No, it's not. It's not exactly the pay dirt.
Downward spiral is more of like a.
Pay dirt is a jump.
Yeah, pay dirt has a jump to it.
It's more like it's kind of like the Sister Abigail, but Bray does the whole like lean into it thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's more like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. That downward spiral happened, and it's at this point where Petey Williams runs in with a hockey stick. The hockey stick's got the Canadian flag all around it. The ref gets distracted by this. Roode recovers and hits an avalanche suplex for a 2 count. Petey distracts the ref again. And that allows Roode to grab the stick, and he splits it in half on Jeff. Or no, he doesn't. That's later. I was thinking of a different spot. He tries to split it in half on Jeff, but Jeff counters with the gut kick and hits the twist of fate. And Roode rolls out of the ring. Jeff goes for the swanton on the outside again because, of course, Jeff Hardy has to think of the most insane move ever. Somebody had to talk him down from when he got up on that spot, up on the ropes on that spot to see him on the ground.
No, somebody told him to do it.
No, he suggested it 100%, and they had to be like, guys. No.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody was telling Jeff Hardy no in 2005.
They told Jeff Hardy no a lot of times because they had just got done suspending him, and that's why he was out for 4 months because of quote unquote travel issues. So they were pretty strict with him at this point.
No, they mentioned that he was suspended, not for travel issues.
Yeah. Well, that's what they officially called it, but yeah.
Yeah, instead of that swanton, which would have been amazing. Bobby gets back, or Petey goes to protect Bobby, gets him back up, and Jeff just jumps on the both of them, but lands standing up style. Let's see. He throws Roode into the steps again, rolls him back in the ring. Bobby Roode starts grabbing the ref's leg to distract him. Petey teases the Destroyer. Petey does not hit a Destroyer this entire night. The crowd is mad because he didn't do it in this match, and he didn't do it here. And then Jeff of Jarrett spawns in, takes the stick, and this is where he hits Jeff of Hardy with it twice, and rolls Hardy into the ring, and Bobby Roode wins.
All roads lead back to the King of the Mountain, baby.
Mm-hmm.
When you think you're done,
I'm just gonna skip ahead, and I'm gonna give that 2 stars. It would have gotten 3 if Jeff Jarrett hadn't come out.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Yeah, it happened.
I'm changing my rating to 2.
And
I gave it a
welcome to the party.
Okay. Well, I believe Anthony is
really
next
for that one.
with Shelly and Candido
Oh,
versus
I still like-
AEW
I
versus
still like
Team
Jeff
Canada.
Jarrett.
Let me first. My world.
I like
I love
that.
the
I don't
theme.
care. I like that one.
Oh, it was great. It's just the reign of terror of
Yeah, the Reign of Terror
Jarrett and
sucked, but
TNA
the
was-
music, it's like that Morgan. Yeah, he sucks, but the music was fantastic.
oh, for sure.
Music.
I had to like notate next to people's names who was who on this thing because there's a lot of people in this. But this match is it's the Naturals, Andy Douglas, the not blonde,
Yep.
and Chase Stevens, the highlighted one, which you know that's what I mean when I say blonde. Versus Alex Shelley and Sean Waltman. Sean Waltman, who did not show up tonight because they could not find him.
Nope.
They just couldn't find him. They tried to reach him that day and they could not find him. It's like he fell off the face of the planet.
Was his
So
bubble
last
bleeding
minute-
again?
Probably. Oh God. Yeah, that happened to him, didn't it? So
Yeah,
they
it
couldn't
did.
find him. This is during that era where he was like really deep in it. So that was the final straw with him. He's out. And then, anyways, it's them versus America's Most Wanted, James Storm, and Wildcat Chris Harris versus Team Canada, A1 Not the Steak Sauce and EY Eric Young. And so, going into this, the Naturals are feuding with Team Canada, right? And the Naturals, the reason this is a big deal for them, the Chris Candido Memorial Tag Team thing, is because at one point when they came into TNA, they were going to be managed by Chris Candido, which they were for all of about 3 days or so, and then Chris Candido died. Fast forward to their new manager, Jimmy Hart, who I can't seem to
The mouth
get
of
away
the
from.
South, baby.
Daddy! Oh boy, oh fucking boy. This match was 18 minutes long. And I
Unrelated
would
to
say
nothing. Is Jimmy
15?
Hart on Cameo?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Jeez, what kind of fucking question is that? You already know the answer to that, man.
You know,
Yes.
all of those
Exactly.
big '80s wrestling personalities are all
also,
about getting
completely
every dollar and
unrelated
cent they can.
I will block you on every platform and in life if you fucking do it. Because I already, I don't think you understand what I just did in my head.
Anthony.
I imagined what it would look like on my phone to see Jimmy Hart's face. Daddy, happy birthday! And it's just like, oh no, thank you, no fucking thank you. You will lose my friendship. God, no. Anyways, yeah, that really threw me for a fucking loop. So anyways, Sean Waltman's not here. God, that really threw me off. The match opens with the Naturals and America's Most Wanted. Okay, it's a bit of a brawl, but all 4 guys are in. And then eventually it breaks down into 4 teams, 2 guys in the ring at the same time. How do y'all feel about that?
One
cool with
person
it
from
here.
each team should be in the ring. It should be 1 versus 1. Everybody should be there.
I'm cool with it
Uh,
because it's an elimination
Really?
match, and only because it's an elimination match am I cool with that.
That's one
I
of the
agree.
reasons I'm cool with
I
it
wish it would
here.
have been a 4-way.
I'm also cool with it because like 3 tag teams, 3 people in the ring, I can follow that. That's good. 4 tag teams, 4 people in the ring. That's kind of starting to get hard to follow.
I
Like
think what
camera
I
wise,
want is a
like
4-way
like
tornado
audience
tag team
wise.
match.
Now 8 people, like 4 people fighting 4 people, or well, what would it be? 8 fighting 8? Is that how math works? How do we math? There are.
Yes. I have a question for you guys.
4 fighting
Well,
4.
is that how that works?
No, it's 4
4 on
fighting 4.
4? No.
Yes.
I'm like, wait. Okay, you've thrown me off now.
The band is called
Again,
5
there's
for
so much going
Fighting.
Ugh, shut up. God, shut up. I hate that band. How old do you think Alex Shelley is?
At
If
this
he's
point,
older
he'd
than
be like
24, I will
25.
be shocked.
He's 23, right?
He's 22.
22.
Okay, that makes sense.
Whoa!
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's 42.
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 21 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
So anyway, Shelley
really,
gets tagged in.
Earlier they said Saban was 23. I'm like, okay, so these guys gotta be around the same age by this point.
Mm-hmm.
So Shelley gets tagged in, and he is wrestling like a man who's very angry that his partner did not show up.
Yeah.
Like that he no-showed. And then EY tags himself in. And it becomes Alex Shelley for essentially is just like working by himself and getting his ass kicked by everybody. And then A1 comes in, and A1 is just there is a lot going on with that man's body. He is on all of the juice. Like all of the juice. And he's over. Like the crowd is there solidly for A1.
They brought steak sauce bottles for him.
Yes, and he starts to work over Shelley. Like he is working him over. Like the gimmick at this point is like Shelley desperately going to each tag team trying to tag in because he's got nobody. So if that wasn't originally part of the plan, and they were like, hey, let's just let's have this in there. A good move. I really enjoyed that. Go ahead.
They recovered really well considering what happens in this match. Like now knowing that, it wasn't a work, and like for shoot they couldn't find X-Pac anywhere. What they came up with here, which I think you're about to get into, crazy good recovery.
Yeah, they got lucky. They got lucky that all the pieces for that were there. TNA is absolutely disgusted by Sean Waltman. Like he is offended personally. He's offended for Chris Candido and Chris Candido's family. Like he is not having it. Team Canada is just beating the shit out of Alex Shelley this whole time. And then he counters them into this double team that is essentially a stunner and a DDT at the same time. And it's just so... Alex Shelley's the best.
Yes, he is.
Hold on. And again, it's just crazy to think that he's only 22 at that point. So this is the point where Johnny Candido, Chris Candido's brother, has had enough. He has been at ringside earlier in the match, before the match started, as entrances were happening. They cut to them. They showed the family, is there in the front row, and so he jumps the barricade. And
Chris Candido's brother.
They make Chris Candido, his brother.
Isn't he wasn't a wrestler, right?
No,
Johnny Candido had been wrestling for about 2 years at that point.
That's what it was. He was new.
I think TNA says that. One of them says that.
Yeah, you are correct. He does say that.
Okay, and so what I love is that according to commentary, the ref has allowed this to happen. The ref is giving the okay for this match to change and for Alex Shelley to now have a tag team partner.
The ref is just like,
they make
this
sure
is
to
sick.
say it.
The ref is like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
you can do what you're doing now.
Can we talk about what Johnny Candido is wearing when he comes into the ring?
Cargo shorts, man. The khaki cargo shorts, man.
Cargo khakis.
Drew.
That he can't keep up, mind you, because he keeps pulling them up.
No
No
belt.
and a black button up, Okay. Um, so he starts hitting. He tags in. And he starts hitting. He starts hitting these. They're clotheslines, all right. They're not good, but they're clotheslines. So he hits the flurry of clotheslines, and then he hits the. I know that the kick looked. I know why it looked weird. It looked weird because he's doing kicks in cargo khaki shorts.
That's why.
God, that's the most Cheeseman thing. I can see Cheeseman wrestling in cargo khaki shorts.
You're goddamn right.
Or baseball. I can see that.
I got brass knuckles everywhere.
That's a good
What I
point.
also love is what's up?
You just keep.
He's got
in
brass
the supply-
knuckles in all of his pockets.
You're goddamn right.
Oh yeah, that's
You
why.
think I
That's why
got
you have to
them
keep
all
pulling them
They
up.
were in my socks.
So anyways, so the way I have it written on my notes is, so EY hits JC with a low blow. You can interpret JC as whoever you want. It's Johnny Candido, but if you want to think it's Jesus, you can feel free to do that.
Or so.
And then he rolls him. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it is Jesus. They both walked on water and did miracles. Ask the kids who almost died, and some who did and some who didn't. It's just the reality of life, folks. Some kids didn't make it. Now, where am I on this one? Oh, he rolls up
Sabu
Johnny
pointing.
Candido. Sabu points at Johnny Candido while he's getting rolled up for a 3 count. Alex Shelley, as his night is over. His nightmare is over.
I love that Candido got eliminated by the team who his brother was managing. By the way,
Yes.
I love that. I love that they were like, "Yeah, we
Wait,
love,
no. Wait, no. Wait. He did. That was Team Canada.
No, it was Andy Douglas that eliminated him.
No, EY rolled.
Oh
him
yeah,
out.
no. It was EY. It was EY because he hit him with the low blow and then he rolled him up.
That's correct.
Huh,
It was a back kick. And the ref
The
was,
mule
I guess,
kick.
busy distracted with the naturals. And then at this point Douglas takes Johnny Candido's spot in the ring, since Johnny Candido got his team eliminated. Tags, and then EY EY tags in Storm. I take
Storm
it back.
does a move with his hat on. That was fun.
Yes, that's the part that I have written down here, is that if you had a problem figuring out which one was which at this point, the one who puts on the hat is clearly James Storm. Because come on. And then what does he do? He immediately hits a spinning DDT, reverse DDT off the top rope.
With the hat on.
Then hits an Eye of the Storm. Yep. He hits an Eye of the Storm, which I personally like to call the Whirly Bird, because that's what it is. And he gets a 2 count. A1 comes in, gets his cheap shot. By the way, it's EY and James Storm. The steak sauce. Also, your mic's breaking up there, Cheeseman. So if you're gonna yell into it with some balls.
with gusto.
Probably a key problem. I'm sitting on brass knuckles right now.
Sure. EY hits a snap suplex for a 2 count. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that. Jesus, Cheeseman, don't ever change, buddy. Don't ever change. Just remain you. You're too pure for this world.
Is pure the word?
The strategy.
I don't know about that one, man.
Pure is the word, I guess. You know what? He's too much for the world, I guess. Too much. So the naturals this whole time are just kind of like biding their time on their strategy is don't get tagged in. And then
You're not gonna believe
EY
this.
goes for the dirty pin. What?
Oh, I thought they were gonna get tagged in. You're like, and then you're not gonna believe this. They get tagged in.
And they get tagged in. No, they don't get tagged in,
Whoa.
unfortunately. Not for a while. But I'm gonna say this. Chris Harris eventually gets fed up and attacks A1 like while he's trying to beat on Storm on the outside. And then EY goes for a dirty pin. And I love that he is referred to by I think one of them it was either them or myself. For some reason I have the words "the Scourge of Canada."
That was said.
I
That
don't know
was
why.
said by
That was
either.
said. Okay, good.
That feels like a TNA line.
And then EY, I have it in big letters. Slow it down. He slows it down for a bit because like he gets the headlock in, and they stop doing a lot of the stuff they're doing, and then Storm hits a super kick out of the corner, and EY sells it like with his crazy eyes. Like the man looked like he just got shotgunned in the forehead. Um, Eventually Storm hits, gets the tag. It's a hot tag to Wildcat Chris Harris. I couldn't think of his name in WWE, so I didn't say anything because I was going to jokingly put that instead.
Walker, and he's going to knock your brains out.
Braden Walker. There you go. And then he takes, he comes in he should have been a lot more over than he ended up being. Let's just put it that way when it comes to Wildcat Chris Harris. He takes on all four guys until A1 gets the better of him for a little bit. And then Wildcat hits he hits a Luthez, but like crazy style. Cause it seems like he gets so high up that his crotch makes contact with A1's face, and then he starts hitting the punches down on him. It's like
way.
It's the long way. Wildcat hits a bulldog off the top rope. He tries to set up the catatonic, but A1 counters and goes for a suplex. Harris counters his suplex and gets A1's big steroided, A1 sauce ass up into the air for a delayed standard suplex, which is, depending on the size of the guy, that can be pretty fucking cool to watch. After some chicanery, which I highlighted because I really like the word chicanery, Wildcat is attempting to get EY up into like a suplex, but A1 comes up from behind while the ref is doing ref things and being distracted, and snaps a hockey stick across Chris Harris's back, and then EY just rolls him up and he's out. Which this is what second appearance of the hockey stick, Kaufman? I think your match had that one.
Yeah, I believe so. It's second or third. The one I think it was. I think it was back-to-back matches at it. Yeah, back-to-back matches at the hockey stick.
Yeah, of course. So EY and Stevens are the legal men. The Naturals hit a bulldog into a knee smash double team, which I really enjoyed. I liked a lot of the tag team moves that happened in this match. That gets him a 2 count. Steven hits a series of like quick leg drops, which I'm a big fan of leg drops in general. Everybody does them better than Hulk Hogan. We need more leg drops in wrestling as finishers, by the way. Just bring it back. Spit on the man's grave a little bit. Jimmy Hart has been pissing me off the whole time because throughout this whole match, you can hear him on the goddamn megaphone just going nuts. And then EY does like the most babyface move for me that he could possibly do. He shoves Jimmy Hart to the ground, and like he's just disrespecting him. Brother dude Jack, as I said. So Stevens gets the hot tag in because as much as I like what happened to Jimmy Hart, he unfortunately gets the last laugh. Anyway, Stevens kills EY with he hits him with a really gnarly Alabama slam. You can hear it. That's another note I took. I really liked the way the ring sounded throughout the night. Had a really good crisp sound to it. A1 and Stevens trade blows for a bit until A1 hits a big power bomb. Douglas tries to set up a suplex, but A1 counters it and puts Douglas on the top rope. Douglas fends off A1, but EY runs up and takes his place and hits a superplex on Douglas. And then it's like when it looks like Team Canada's about to like set up a doomsday device. They've got it all set up, and then that asshole Jimmy Hart comes up behind EY. He crotches him on the rope, and then they set up the Natural Disaster, and the Naturals get the win and retain their tag titles. And yeah, I actually enjoyed this match quite a bit. I think it probably probably gets a 4 out of 5 from me, and I think a 4. I mean a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It probably would have gotten 4 if I feel like it got off to an odd start because they were like, we got to get Alex Shelley out of this match immediately because he's got no partner. But everything after that feels like it's settled in to be a really, really good match. It's just, I would just give it, like I said, it would get 4 if it had a better start.
So, Team Canada are heels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but A1's not.
The Naturals, they are also heels, correct?
I don't
No,
remember. I
They're
think
not.
faces.
Okay,
Yeah, I think AMW.
then
They're
I'm gonna
face
ignore the rest of what I was about to say because I was thinking the like order of elimination contributed this to
No, they're faces, yeah.
kind of turning into like a little bit of a, I was not really into this match as much as you were, because like it just kind of wandered around for a little bit in the middle of it, at least to me. And it just kind of felt all disjointed. Makes sense why it's disjointed now, considering they had to throw all this together the day of. There were still a couple cool spots with Johnny Candido and coming in and the EY shoving Jimmy Hart and getting that callback later on with Hart getting retaliation.
That got 2 stars by itself.
I
got minus half star when Jimmy Hart came in again.
I got this at 2.25 star. Like I wasn't feeling it as much as the other stuff.
To me,
Darrell,
this match kind of just felt like it kind of ran on a little bit.
happened.
I think if they took like 2 or 3 minutes off this match, it would have been better. But yet again, with Waltman not showing up, of course that threw a wrench into things. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Like, it wasn't bad, it wasn't great. It was just okay.
Just a middle road match, yeah.
Yeah.
I give it. I'll amend from that extra half star to 3.
Gotcha.
3 out of 5.
Jeez.
We talked you down.
I gave it an A. It needed more cargo shorts, to be honest.
Like I said, that was a really cool spot.
But didn't you say what was it? A double and Alex Shelley were your match of the night and an A minus? I mean Chris Sabin?
Yeah.
Yes, but this one had cargo shorts, so that's why it still gets a better grade. Even it's not my match of the night, but cargo shorts bumped it up. The same way you have your things that gives every time there's a side effects, they get a 1/4 star. Anytime someone wears cargo shorts.
Hey man, violence inflicted on Jimmy Hart, 2 stars, man.
That makes sense to me.
Hell yeah.
There's no fucking logic to what we're doing here, man.
No.
The numbers are made up.
No, rating systems are all arbitrary, my man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
It's
man.
all yeah, who the fuck
numbers
cares?
are made up
and
the points don't
didn't
matter.
say what I gave it specifically though. I gave it 3 There's
Megaphones?
a lot of different things I could possibly. No, I thought that first immediately, and then I'm like, no, and then my mind moved to Sean Waltman. I'm like, I don't want to say anything offensive.
Butthole.
This gets 3 buttholes.
3 torn buttholes.
This three torn buttholes. There you go. There you go.
After the match,
we got everybody's grades. Yeah.
Yeah. After the match, we get a Rhino backstage segment with Franchise.
Get a whisper promo.
Doing the whole, they held me back in WWE. The Hollywood can't tell me that I can't show emotion and blah blah blah. This is
it's
Rhino, the Trevor Man.
We call this the Trevor Man.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. So then we get
I'm the center of the universe. He's pushing me, brother.
Rhino and Raven. Apparently, this match is supposed to be a Ravens Rules match, which is just a no DQ match. Because as Mike Tenay says it, I'll let Anthony cover it, but I'll just say this: Mike Tenay says this as Raven is coming down to the ring, that a Ravens Rules match means that there's no rules, or I think Don West said it. Either one, a Ravens Rules match means there's no rules. So what the fuck, whatever. Anyway,
how do we determine the winner?
This match, yeah, hell yeah.
So
me.
First off, yeah, it's me. First off,
I was like, this is
Rhino,
not my match. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my bad.
First
I got
off,
scared for a second. I'm like, was I supposed to do something I didn't know?
is my
Shit.
mic coming through clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good, because
Yes,
I'm going
it
to be
is.
talking a lot now. First off, Rhino and his arms, just odd. His whole body
I like to
just
think that somebody like
Speaking of
took
his body,
Frankenstein the person, and they made it like wrong measurements on the arms that they stole when they put him together, because that's the only thing that can explain why they're that fucking small. Holy shit, Tyrannosaurus arms.
there's a graphic at the start of this match
Uh-oh.
that says Rhino is 6'2".
No, he is not. No, he fucking is not.
A quick Wikipedia
Have you guys seen
search.
the poster for this show?
Yes.
Wait, I
How
need to
tall
see
is he,
this
Kaufman?
poster. His real
Yes,
listed
you do,
height,
because-
according to Wikipedia, is 5'10".
Wikipedia.
So even that one's wrong. And they have him 6'2" here, and they have Raven as 6'1". So
Maybe it's the colors of the poster. Sorry, I pulled up the poster too, and it's just like, it's like it reminds me the colors are reminiscent of WrestleMania 17. But then I look at Anya and I'm like, I've never seen that much of Raven's titties.
oh yeah, look, I don't understand what people see in Raven at any point in his career. Like he kind of looked cool in ECW.
That's what I was gonna say. In ECW, he was cool, and then in WCW, they made him a rich kid.
Like, I'm sorry, Steve, but like I don't give a shit about Raven.
Hey, so far, Steve is batting 0 for 2 with the franchise and Raven.
He has
Yeah,
some
I thought
interesting
Raven.
choices.
I also thought Raven was really cool too.
The franchise. No,
So-
look. Okay, Raven in Raven's was it Raven's What was this first
Flock.
group?
It was the
in
Flock.
ECW. Yeah, the Flock. They're really cool. Like I
Fluke.
think objectively, like it captures the grunge of the '90s really well. And at that time, Raven didn't look like a cracked out old man. So
Or had those
it all
stupid
made sense. He had all the
like
pieces.
tears.
Yes. Oh God, because he killed someone in the prison. I bet you.
Well, no,
bet
but they're
you
not
did.
even tears. They're like two black lines just rolling down his eyes. Like, okay.
Oh, well, see, I don't pay attention enough to his face to know his tattoos. I try not to look at Raven's face.
We all try not to. So anyway, this match just starts like a bad hell. Just everything that's in the shopping cart is just being thrown in there. There's a fucking blinking and miss it hockey mask in there. Nice little, and I think a chainsaw too. So nice try, but those are two different movies, sir. Get your act together.
I thought you
At
meant it
one
was
point-
two different references to Terry Funk.
It's true as well. Chainsaw Charlie.
Chainsaw
Listen.
is.
I changed the rules of the match. I'm a fish now.
That does sound like something he would do, though.
Shit, man. What the fuck?
Oh, I love.
I changed the rules. I'm a fish now.
Oh, God. Oh. We get the point, boys.
Ooh.
At one point, nunchucks are even brought out, and my computer didn't know how to spell nunchucks. Apparently, there's a hyphen
How did
involved.
it spell it?
And it's spelled NUMBCHUCKS. Apparently, there's a hyphen. That's NUM hyphen CHUKS.
Ah.
Rhino's the first to bleed thanks to the use of a pizza cutter, though I don't know if it was from the pizza cutter or he bladed or not, because there's a part where it looked like he did that. But either way, the blood is flowing. Cookie sheets. We had cookie sheets brought out. Cookie sheet chairto, if you will, but you shouldn't because that sounds stupid. There were kegs at ringside. I don't know why there were kegs there. And I also don't know why apparently they were definitely full. They were definitely full because when
I feel like the keg was a shot at Rhino somehow because his body is so barrel chested.
his body is keg.
He's
I
built
don't
like a
know. I
keg.
know it's a
It's
deep. I
anthropomorphic
know it's
keg.
deep. Yes, they're like, this is what Rhino is, just a keg with arms and legs and a head attached to it.
He really is.
He's like a kid man.
Tables. We finally got some more tables. There was a nice ankle lock moment there also that Raven put in. But Rhino, one thing I had, Rhino was
when they actually wrestle.
Rhino
You
was
know what I
moving
mean?
way too fast the whole time. Like, dude, slow down, okay? You gotta slow down. You're gonna hurt yourself. There are also way too many headshots, and that also made me think of, oh yeah, this made me really uncomfortable watching. Not a lot, but still more than I'd like to see, which is one.
Yeah.
A staple gun was also brought out. Raven took 2 staples to the head. I then randomly wrote, why do I think of Danny Trejo whenever I see Rhino? I don't know why.
You know,
Give him the mustache and
that guy and that white guy from Detroit might be able to pull off Mexican.
you might not be too far off.
But
Maybe.
every time I've ever seen Rhino, I don't know why, but I always think Danny Trejo. Weird.
Does Danny Trejo have small arms too?
I don't think he does. I think it's just the
I know
face
he's not
kind of
barrel
thing.
chested.
I think it's just a face and hair kind of thing. Also, I noted, why is it's always a false count anywhere match, but for some reason they always end in the ring. They never end almost anywhere else. At least like
that.
80% of the time, 80% of the time, false count anywhere, they'll still be back in the ring. I don't get why. Like, I can think of sometimes where it happens other places, but it's like, why are you always in the ring? For the love of God, go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Also,
I agree.
who is this guy that randomly comes out to help Raven? That was weird. But it resulted in a slam onto a ladder and then a slingshot ladder to the face. Then we get the classic Rhino staple, gores himself into a shopping cart.
That was funny.
And then we end with Jeff Jarrett running out, with Jeff Hardy running out, and Raven retains the NWA World Heavyweight Championship because TNA doesn't have their own championship at the moment. World Championship, I should say.
Hey man, all roads lead back to the king.
To my world.
It's my world.
Geez, what did you give this match?
I give it B minus. Again, there's nothing like that we haven't seen before from these two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just nice to see it happening again, and it's happening really well for them. But you know, it's just there's nothing different from what we've seen in the past.
I gave it a 5 out of 10. It like, to me, it wasn't better than the Abyss Sabu match earlier. There was a hardcore match.
No, because that match knew how to say it's welcome, and somehow that match didn't even have blood.
Yeah, like this one was just, it was okay, you know, like, whatever, man. Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, like I'm not the biggest fan of weapons matches anymore. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of when they bleed 5 seconds into the match. And both of those happened. They did have a fun spot where they both had kendo sticks and they were swinging, and Raven was swinging it around like it was a lightsaber, like the like my brother and I used to do with the gift wrap tubes.
Yeah.
So that smiled. The beer keg was fun. But I don't care about a Raven match in 2005. I gave it 1 3/4 stars.
Ooh.
I gave it 2.5. Because I don't want to have to look at Raven. And I don't understand. You've got Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett and all these other guys who are like, who I'm like, I look at them like, why isn't one of you guys the world champion right now? I mean, I know why Jeff, but like
I mean, Raven
hell,
was an NWA baby.
well, no. I have nothing. See, so let me be very specific about it though. It's what Kaufman said about when you added in. I know Kaufman in general just doesn't want to see a Raven match, but specifically in the year 2005,
Mm-hmm.
Raven should have been an ECW World Champion in 1995.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have given him the WWE ECW strap in 05 and it would have made sense too.
Actually, that would have that actually would have made
It would have been better. It would have been
It would have
good.
been better because you would have at least had the essence of the actual fucking company.
I wouldn't have minded that.
Well, and also it's just like when you think of the NWA, it's like a Ravens Rules match.
You don't think Raven
for the NWA World Championship? It's just such a weird. I gave it. So I guess at the end of the day, it's what 2.5 white guy dreadlocks.
Oh God. So we get to. I'm gonna say this. I'm probably gonna take a good bit of time on this match. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, the main event for the TNA X-Division Champion. This is in my top 5 matches of all time. It's 3 of my favorite wrestlers. And this match is kind of like the one of the formative matches of my wrestling fandom, if you will. And it's weird because I'm a big house match guy, but when you get 3 guys in the ring that can go like this, like I don't know. I'm gonna get into the match. But yet again, this match was for the X-Division Championship. This match got the main event because why would you give Raven a main event in 2005 over AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels? The Christopher Daniels was the champion going into this match. At this time, he was the longest reigning X-Division champion of all time. He had a hell of a run with the belt because I'm going back and watching some 05 stuff. I mean, Christopher Daniels was a great wrestler. The Fallen Angel character, me and Anthony talked about this while we were watching the show. That character was the most inconsequential gimmick ever to a wrestler's persona. Like
Sucked.
Ever. It just didn't make
It was
sense.
a
I
nickname.
love Christopher Daniels. Don't get me wrong.
It's
the
a
Fallen
nickname,
Angel
though.
character
It's not a gimmick.
Is stupid. Like
Or
it's not a character.
It's not even a character.
He was just a guy.
That's the
He
problem.
was a
Is like there's
guy.
nothing fleshed out about it. He was a bald-headed guy who could wrestle, and in some cases, he had hair before that.
Yep. But I think Christopher Daniels doesn't start doing like real good character work until he does like the whole addiction thing with Kazarian. And that was in like what 2014, 2015 when they first started teaming together again. Yeah, and then when it became SCU when they went to Ring of Honor. But also going into this match, Samoa Joe had an undefeated streak, and he would stay undefeated until he lost to Kurt Angle at Genesis of 2006. So yeah, the streak ended up lasting from June of 2005 up until November of 2006. So an 18-month streak, undefeated. So TNA.
Did they change it? Did they change it to undefeated in singles, or did they just not like
because of the result of this match? He doesn't count as a defeat because he wasn't involved in the decision.
Okay.
But AJ comes out, baby AJ. This is before apparently, this is what he says. Jimmy Hart did his theme song. I don't believe that. I don't care. TNA, the whole controversy with that or whatever. Somebody says that Jimmy Hart did the theme, but this is before the the first version of I Am. So this is like the instrumental version or whatever. Samoa Joe's presentation is great. The X-Division belt that they were using at this time was beautiful. I love this belt. It's not my favorite design. My favorite one was the one they used right after this. But I love this X-Division belt. Like I said, one of my favorite matches of all time. They start the match off. They're throwing some stiff strikes to start the match. The chemistry between these 3 guys was great at this time. They had already been, wrestling in TNA against each other. They did some things in ROH, so they already knew each other pretty well by this point. And I made a comment at the beginning of the match about Samoa Joe is that like I made a joke to Anthony because he always gets mad whenever they call Undertaker the best pure striker in the game. Samoa Joe to me at this time was, in terms of like a striker, like even to this day is still one of the best with his kicks, and like he's just stiff as hell. He works stiff. Always been a big fan of Samoa Joe strikes. At one point, Christopher Daniels gets AJ in a bulldog and then drop kicks Samoa Joe at the same time. Then Daniels goes for another bulldog on AJ Styles, but AJ Styles reversed it and sent Daniels into a Uranagi from Samoa Joe. Then AJ hit Samoa Joe with a head scissors takedown. Then AJ was going to the corner for something I can't remember, and then Samoa Joe catches him out of the corner, hits a nasty belly-to-belly release into the corner. Then Joe goes for a running boot to AJ in the corner, but Christopher Daniels pounces Joe out of the ring, and then hits Joe with the drop kick through the middle rope. Then Daniels hits a springboard moonsault, rope-assisted springboard moonsault to Joe on the outside. Then AJ does a springboard shooting star press to both men on the outside. One of the famous spots from this match. This shit was crazy, man. Then AJ hits a big drop kick during the match. Joe whips Daniels into AJ in the corner. And then Daniels was going for a monkey flip into that, but AJ reversed it and then hit a Rana onto Daniels into Samoa Joe, which was cool. AJ takes a nasty bump on the outside, because I think Daniels like does the whole, like, he was feeding on the ropes. He runs at Daniels lifts him up, and AJ does that thing where he does like the plancha to nothing on the outside. Then Joe and Daniels had a great sequence that led to a coquina clutch, but then AJ breaks up the coquina clutch with a spiral tap, which was crazy. Then Daniels goes for a BME, but AJ cuts him off. Daniels ends up in a tree of woe. AJ's laying into him in the corner, but then Joe hits them both with like a running knee. So like Daniels gets smashed in the corner and AJ gets hit with the knee. Then Samoa Joe does a running drop kick to Daniels in the tree of woe because he's still hanging there after the fact. Then a little bit later, Christopher Daniels he gets back on top and he hits Samoa Joe with the Death Valley driver. I'm like, holy shit. Then Joe hits at some point Joe hits a tope to AJ and Daniel on the outside.
Rolling one.
Yeah, rolling tope after Daniels and AJ were doing like reverse like springboard spots on the outside, and then Joe comes in and hits the spiral with tope. Then Joe goes for a muscle buster I think Daniels. He was trying to hit one on Daniels, but then Daniels gets out of it. Then AJ gets up to the top rope to meet Daniels. Joe goes back up and he hits them both with a double follow away back body drop, which was cool. This gets TNA chance. The crowd is big hyped up for this at this point. Then Joe hits a big German suplex on, I believe, Christopher Daniels. Then Samoa Joe hits a muscle buster to AJ Styles. Then Christopher Daniels tries to hit Joe with the belt at some point, but Joe reverses it into a nasty scoop slam, which was pretty good. Daniels hits Joe with a belt-assisted enziguri because Joe grabs the belt. He's getting ready to hit Daniels, but Daniels hits him with an enziguri. Then Christopher Daniels hits a big Blue Thunder bomb on AJ Styles. And then he hits the Uranagi BME, one of the best fucking moonsaults in the game. Joe breaks up the pin. And then Christopher Daniels hits a crossroads to Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
He got some nasty torque on that. Then AJ Styles goes for his patented moonsault, reverse DDT. Then AJ was going up to the top rope, but Christopher Daniels cuts him off, hits AJ with the superplex. Joe gets back in the ring. He power bombs Daniel and Christopher Daniels into a STF, which was pretty good. Then Joe, I think, whips AJ into the ropes, and I forgot how it goes, but AJ ends up hitting Joe with the Pele. Then AJ puts Joe in the rack, and he holds him there for a good about 5 or 6 seconds. He gets him up in the rack. They have the smaller guys hitting some power moves on Joe. I like that. And then AJ does a pin sequence with Christopher Daniels, which leads into some point AJ reversing and then getting Christopher Daniels up into the Styles Clash, hits it on Daniels. Joe breaks it up again. Then Christopher Daniels goes for the Angel Wings on AJ. This is the finishing sequence of the match. At some point, they get Samoa Joe back out of the ring. Christopher Daniels goes for the Angel's Wings on AJ, but AJ reverses it into a pin. Cradles Daniels, and he gets the victory, and he is the new X-Division champion.
Free time.
Was AJ's third X-Division win, and that ended Christopher Daniels' record-breaking X-Division run. For me, like this is one of my favorite matches of all time. I gave this a 10 out of 10. Like these guys are working the whole time. There wasn't really any dead spots in this match. I think it rode that fine line of being a spot fest and, you know, being a great triple threat, because sometimes triple threat matches can get into the habit of being a spot fest. And I think a lot of triple threat matches that have tried to emulate this become spot fest. But I think that these three guys understood timing so well that there was a lot of great one-on-one matches within the triple threat match, which I like to see. And a lot of good sequence work in between the big spots to make it feel like it flowed well and was logical. So for me, I gave this match a 10 out of 10. This was my match of the night for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I debated just writing 5 stars before even taking a note and not taking any notes.
I
and just
debated
watching
saying
the
5
match.
stars before Darrell started rating the match.
Yeah, this is one of those matches that you remember watching for the first time as a wrestling fan. It's still as good. Like I've seen it now a handful of times. It's one of my favorite matches of all time as well. It's one of every wrestling fan who ever sees it favorite match of all time. It's like literally the like benchmark for 5 stars. Was it as good or better than this match? Then it deserves 5. Like if it ain't holding up to this, probably a little lower, you know. I was interested to see like if I would go any higher, but like 5 feels the most appropriate. Like this is a perfect match. There's nothing like sure there might be spots to nitpick here or there, but it's just wall to wall perfect. So yeah, 5 stars.
Cheese.
I give it an F.
Why?
I don't give it an F. I give it an A plus. It's an outstanding match.
Mhm.
Again, I know it's higher than what I said was my match of the night.
But these are Cheeseman laws.
Also,
There's
I get
that.
what you're saying. I think you appreciate this match for being as great as it is, but you just prefer the Roddy Austin Aries match.
I just
over this
Roddy Aries it was just boom, 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 boom. And
Yeah.
I just couldn't get enough watching it.
Mm.
That being said, again, nothing wrong with this match. It is a perfect match. If I had to watch it again, I would. You know, I wouldn't complain. It's just I don't know. Roddy and Austin just to me that just stole the show for me. But again, when you're watching a match that has prime Christopher Daniels, prime Samoa Joe, and prime AJ Styles, if it's anything less than a 10, then you're going to talk about it. You're going to talk about that more of why it was bad. Because you do not expect it to be bad. You expect it to be great. And when it's great, you're like, yeah, it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. Because look who's in the ring. It's 3 fucking outstanding workers. Of course it's going to be the best match you're ever going to see.
All right, Anthony. Oh, you said you gave it
5
right?
stars.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't even.
Yep,
come
I
up
don't
with
really have
the-
much to say.
You didn't even come up with the zany thing. It's just 5.
Nope, just 5 stars.
All right.
If I did, it would be some kind of a knock against Christopher Daniels and that bum ass gimmick of his.
It's 5 fallen angels out of 5. But
5. Oh boy, oh boy.
but that's gonna be our review of TNA Unbreakable 05.
5
Anthony,
higher powers out of 5.
this is your time.
You can't see this right now, but I'm pointing right up. Jeez, man.
Everybody points.
And
Sabu!
I'm pointing directly at the WrestleMania sign because we are on the road to WrestleMania, which
Yep.
means we are on the road to WrestleMania. Well, I don't know what WrestleMania we're picking, so I don't. Actually, I do.
You already know.
We're gonna
I
be
know which one
No
you're
Way Out
picking.
2001.
Yep.
No, yeah, another one I'm picking. We're doing No Way Out 2001. Darrell's never seen it. I love the show. Yeah, I don't know if either of you have seen it. So
its fullest, not in its fullest.
You only
But
watched
you
the
know,
mistakes
you
of
know
that
of the
match,
beer
I'm
can
assuming.
moment, right? Okay, cool.
Someone
cool,
send
cool.
me a
As long as
link.
you know that.
I will send you a link.
Don't worry.
Actually,
Oh, don't worry. All you need,
you don't
actually,
have
all
an
he's got to do is
excuse
go on
anymore because I
Discord.
got
Don't.
plenty
Hey,
of
hey,
links
hey!
for you, buddy.
You can't say how or why, but there are ways.
Yeah,
Where there's a
there are
will, there's a way, and
mysterious
we have the
ways.
will.
But
When there's a
with
will to
that,
not pay, there's a way.
thank you to anybody who's been subscribing and watching and liking the
Mhm.
videos.
Yeah,
The
eventually I'll
support has
have
been
an
great to
Instagram
start
set
this
up so
so
you can
far.
talk to us.
Anthony will be setting up an Instagram at some point, so that we can post clips from the show. You know, different write-ups and stuff
Oh,
like that. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline for the podcast. You know, this first month was just us getting it off the ground and us kind of working out what the podcast would look like. And you know,
Us
we've
just
done this
doing it.
before, and you know, so it's nothing that's new to us, but just working out the whole reviewing wrestling shows and stuff like that. But it's been fun, and I'm excited to see what the next however long we're doing this looks like.
Mhm.
So wait
You
till
know,
we get to a
hopefully,
McMahon in every corner.
yeah, Jesus Christ, I might quit after that. But
You know, you might quit after that. After you've been after you spent weeks strong arming me into picking it,
because
holding me hostage
I
at
know you
gunpoint.
love that pay-per-view, Anthony. What do you mean?
Oh, you know you just know that you're gonna get the best out of me when it comes to that pay per view. I've already planned it out.
Exactly.
I know. I know.
But with
I
that being
know.
said,
All you can do is anger me.
with that being said, we will catch y'all next week with No Way Out 2001. And yeah, peace out.
Space Odyssey.
See you guys.
I have never watched that movie before.
It's
Which one?
Space